You will find that it is you who are mistaken about a great many things.
All right, welcome back. Wednesday's Conflicts is here. As you can tell, we have the Dark Lord of the Sith joined in. We have now a triple threat character. We got the Wolf, we got the Insane Joker, and then after the Insane Joker, we have the resident Mama Dingus, who is the Vader's girl, who fills the Vader icon, which is absolutely badass. And yes, this is the way.
How's it going?
Hi.
It always hits perfect timing too. I don't know why. Somebody always like DMs me at the right time.
What happened to Patrick?
Patrick, he's here. I gotta bring him in. Patrick doesn't have a logo because he's in his Polynesian spa, probably. But he's here. We'll fit him in somehow.
I think his character should just be very tiny, peeking out of the corner.
Kind of like, hello, from Mortal Kombat.
Right?
Oh, look at how this is lined up. Patrick.
I love how a minute ago, when you brought Spencer in, his Joker head is right where Joker's supposed to be on the background.
Was it? I didn't even.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so tonight we are doing, besides the usual antics and crazy and ridiculousness that we usually do, I got a big box right there. And in that big box is a big toy.
Ooh.
2 big toys.
Oh no, tell me Christina didn't send this.
Oh, fuck. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't even. No.
Wow.
Not that
Really?
kind of toy, because I'm like, no. That's a whole different kind of lightsaber.
I mean, that is a big box, but
It is. And what's in it's pretty big, too.
ooh.
Like Christina's toys.
Good times with those. They will be getting hung very soon, but maybe I'll show them. I'll give a preview to them later, but they'll be officially done in one of the streams that I have not recorded yet because I've been kind of busy. So
That's nice.
all right, so I'm gonna get this loaded to show our.
You know what? While you're setting that up, let's give a huge shout out to the charity stream that happened over on the Greenfellows over the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Good times.
They're
Really
funny.
successful, raising, I think, currently 1,600 something.
That's
Are you
awesome.
The money for the
1600?
kids.
Yeah. And Patrick here being a huge, massive supporter.
That's what I do.
That's awesome.
Very awesome indeed. Anyway, it was awesome to see you all over there, for sure.
Definitely worth the time.
I had a good time when I wasn't on the stream, but I had a good time when I went over there to hang out. It was kind of fun.
I love talking shit to DeClinton.
You
That's
ever
what
see
I
his
do.
regular? Wait. Did you ever? You saw his regular avatar on Saturday. though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
DeClinton.
now he's that for a
all the-
month.
all the
I
way.
saw him turn into that whenever I popped
Was it
on
because he
Sunday.
lost a bet?
No, it's because he reached $1,000.
Oh, okay.
So now he's Hillary Clinton for a month.
So there you
And
go.
I was already over with it in the first few hours.
And now he has made never-ending Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton jokes the entire time.
This is true.
Of course he did.
It
It's
is
very
pretty.
true. But that's him for you.
So all of a sudden,
also-
out of
he's
nowhere,
also-
Hillary Clinton turns into a drunk Irish guy.
He is from England.
Well, he sure as fuck sounds Irish from Ireland to me.
Oh man.
All right, so he sounds like a drunk. What do they call him? The hell do they call them London people?
Londoners?
Londoners? No, like he's like
British?
A chap?
a chap. Yes, a drunken
A
chap.
right British chap.
That is pretty much him. He also drinks like all the time.
Well, that's the idea. If you're British, just go to the pub.
He's a pub dweller.
We should definitely start the Dingus pub.
We already did.
You know,
We just have
on
to-
Sunday.
we don't want
It's
to-
just, I guess our location of the Dingus pub is on stream,
Yeah, well, I mean, for now.
and then we need when Dingus turns 21, we'll have to throw him a big celebration.
We'll all get together and we'll throw it. We'll meet at a dingai pub.
Yeah.
And no, I will not buy death sticks. You shall go and rethink your life.
All
You
right.
don't want to sell me death sticks.
Wait to have a mind eraser until after most of the night is gone, so you remember
Yeah.
most of that.
Why the hell do you want to wait that late? Have a mind eraser right out the gate and get the party started.
No. It was best.
Spencer, you're
To
not going to
wait.
remember your birthday.
I
If
have
I
a great.
show up, you're not going to remember your birthday month.
You're like, wait, it's what? Oh,
It's
Skelly.
Tuesday, right? No, it's Saturday.
They'll be like, God damn it, Daddy
of
Dingus.
April.
One thing I realized, I was getting ready for Halloween plans, and the next thing I know, we're talking about New Year's Eve the next day. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened, man.
We party differently from my era.
Just let us know how to contact your family so we can let them know you're okay.
Spencer is okay. He will not be answering his phone.
That doesn't sound sus at all.
Nope.
Does.
Why is he
Sus.
sleeping in every picture you send me?
Well, you know, it happens.
Which one's always sleeping?
What?
Who's always sleeping?
No, I was acting like I was a family member saying, why are you
Oh,
is he sleeping in all the pictures you're sending me? You know, so they have
He's
physical
really
proof
tired.
he's okay.
He must be really tired.
He's a very sleepy one.
He's a sleepy dingus.
Yeah. All right, so what do we got, Spencer? This is your part where you.
We got MCU Phase 1, which includes Iron Man, the very first MCU movie that started all the way back in 2008, guys. We're going on to the 13th anniversary of the MCU this year, which is absolutely insane, and it is still going strong. And then you have The Incredible Hulk. Then Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America the First Avenger, and last but not least, the first huge epic team-up movie, The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Brr, 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 brr.
All right, so how are we gonna do this? Who wants to go first? Is somebody gonna
Also,
go
I want to address something very important, something else that's very important first, too.
Oh.
All right. Somebody planned on having a Marvel thing right in the midst of this wild Batman hype.
He's
A great
Batman.
Batman movie that just came out and is great. All right. All I'm going to say, all right, I don't want to say too much about this movie just because I know no one else here has seen it.
Enough.
I will say.
We'll say
I
what?
will say.
This
I
was
can say
supposed to
it's
happen 2
pretty
weeks ago. We're 2 weeks behind.
Well, in a way.
I mean, it was either going to be that or you're going to Lord of the Rings this week, which would have thrown off your little man of the bat, your little sparkling.
Here's what I'll say:
Cape
the Batman's better than
Crusader.
any of these movies here, guys. All right.
Your little sparkling Cape Crusader you got.
I will say Robert Pattinson may be the best Batman we have yet. He is great. I'm trying to not set expectations, but I want to say the movie's pretty good.
I don't know. You just kind of killed it for me. Because he's definitely never the best Batman.
I will
Never.
say the trailers give off different vibes than you think than the movie does.
Well, no, I'm just going to say he'll never be the best Batman. I don't care what you say.
Are you in the Keaton camp?
No, I'm not in the Keaton camp. I am the Keaton camp.
I mean, I will say this: Keaton's definitely right up there with him. They're both great in their own ways. And whenever you look at them, all right, I realize that the top 3 best Batman movies. This is in that top 3, and each of those Batman movies is a different kind of Batman story, and that's what's really cool about Batman is that you have all these different stories that works, each in their own ways. And this one was a great investigation story that you never saw. And you also see mostly Batman in this movie too.
You're telling me you see Batman in a Batman movie?
Oh, yeah,
Like
Whoa.
you don't see as much.
Stop. You're spoiling the whole movie. You just told us he's in most of the movie. That usually don't happen.
Man, spoilers.
I know that's
Not
kind of
even
crazy.
out
That you
yet.
think Batman's in a Batman movie? Like it's kind of insane, isn't it?
Not even Thursday yet. Jeez, my man.
But I am going to rewatch this.
You
Freaking
fan
Batman.
first screeners, man. I swear
Yeah,
with spoilers.
Hate you guys. Kind of like that other guy who stole our content from, last week or whatever, who did like in his car right after he left the theater type review. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You just spoiled it for everybody. But he didn't spoil it, but he kind of did.
Good man.
But it's okay because, I have great respect for him, even though he takes my rankings and does them the next day. But it's all good. I got a lot of respect for him. Fellow Chicagoan. Goofy guy. But, anyways,
yeah.
Regardless, I mean, we're going to run into an MCU again that's going to drop somewhere amidst the whole Kenobi series and all that other stuff. So, I mean, this is how we do things differently. Because if we would have did Batman this week, like when the hype is on Batman, we got to break the mold. That's all everybody's talking about is Batman.
Because he's the best.
So we're here to give a break to everybody who is just about sick and tired of hearing about Batman. Although I did acquire a pretty cool piece of Batman merchandise today, though.
Oh, I did too.
Was it the same thing that I got?
I don't know. What'd you get?
I sent it.
Oh, I should be wearing that hat tonight. Hold on, let me switch hats.
Oh, that. No, mine's cooler.
I don't fucking think so.
Switching hats.
What is he
I forgot. I'm supposed to be wearing my Batman hat tonight.
You got it.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have?
Wait, that's messed up because we're doing an Avengers ranking. What am I doing?
Exactly.
At least I wear a Disney-related hat.
But anyway, I guess
don't know where-
I don't
I
have a
have
Star Wars
to find
hat
my
over
Marvel hat.
anywhere.
to
My
wrap
Star
the
Wars hats
Batman
around here
discussion for
somewhere.
now, I highly suggest you see it. The movie's absolutely beautiful.
Batman.
And just so everybody knows, anything that Spencer watches, he highly recommends you see too.
I don't highly
Including
recommend
some steroid and fruit infused wash up dancing around on stage with his big metal condom on his head. He says that's the greatest thing in the world too.
Peacemaker is the best ever DC show to exist. I don't know.
Do you really want to
You
do
knew
you
exactly
really
who I was
taste
talking
it?
about. The steroid infused wash up that wears a metal.
These reports
condom
are
on
not
his head.
true. I think what's more important is about how Aquaman fucks fish.
Oh, well, what
Also
the fuck?
true.
Let's talk about Aquaman.
The man
I
has
mean-
sex with fish.
Yeah. Did you see the interview clip that came out today?
No.
Someone asked him-
Or do I need to?
Someone asked him which fish he fucked today. It's hilarious. I'll send it to you all.
And we're off on a great beginning to this one.
What a start for Marvel.
Yeah, how
Kinda
amazing
funny.
Marvel is, guys. You know,
We
they're
just
so
talked
creative.
about
Not like they use
Batman.
cookie cutters at all.
We start a Marvel stream with DC content.
Yeah, and we go through the Batman and we argue over who's the best Batman. Then we go to the metal condom wearing dude hat, and then we turn around and we start talking about Jason Momoa, thrust pumping a freaking bluegill. I mean, seriously. Because, I mean, that's what most fish should be. He's a fucking beast of the size of a dude. So, I mean, that's what it would be like anyways. Sure.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. You horrified
Patrick,
me,
you
and you
still
make me dislike him even more. I'm all about the PETA when it
Patrick, you
comes to that. But no, in all fairness, who wants to go first?
What are you doing?
As we switch gears over to the Marvel, but hold on, we're gonna Kat, how are you doing this week?
I'm all right. I'm breathing.
Everything's going okay? You're doing all right?
Still breathe. Oh,
yeah,
God.
you know.
All right. Oh yeah, I know, but per stream wise, you're doing okay.
I'm doing all right. Yeah.
I think we're all doing okay. I guess I know I'm doing.
I'm doing great.
I had quite a bit of beverages the last couple of days.
Oh, you sure did. Hooting it up.
I had to. It's the only way I survived what I went through. I'm sure Gavin.
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 Do you know how that came about?
Yeah, from the freaking charity stream when the.
Yeah, but how in it? Do you know how?
I wasn't there. When I
Sorry,
came in, I
Gavin.
referred to him as Gavin.
I will say it's
My
all
fault.
because of the one below me.
Sorry, my bad.
Must tell now.
Thanks a lot, Kat, for calling me
I
Gavin.
know.
Now I'm
And I
forever
love
an
the fact
African
that it's
country.
everywhere.
I'm now an African country, Kat. You're welcome.
You're welcome. I
Is
mean,
it very sandy in that African country? Probably is, because Africa's a lot of desert, isn't it?
A lot of desert, a lot of tropical rainforest,
I've heard
a lot of
about
grasslands.
things in very sandy
Was that
areas. In your country of Gabon,
Mhm.
are there any like banthas around, like those kind of like creatures? Since it's like out in the middle of nowhere, nobody really knows. Don't they have anything huge like that, like a hairy elephant or something?
I don't know.
Just asking. Maybe since you're named after a country, you might have did the research on your country.
Maybe.
Damn Putin.
Whoa. We do not bring that up. I mean, unless you want to. Unless you want to get into some deep discussion, but I'm sure you don't want to.
I'm not trying to touch people's special places.
What do you do? Patrick, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. What did I do?
What the hell are you doing?
Did I break this? Was I not supposed to do that?
I think
What are you
we finished.
I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, you just keep doing whatever you're breaking. We're going to get ready. This is going to be Marvel Phase 1 movie rankings, everybody. Sorry for the forever and long delay in the first 20 minutes of this stream where we just talk about absolutely nothing that pertains to our topic tonight.
DC Superior, fam.
Oh boy. Here we
That's
go.
why DC's theme's not playing. And just because that, you go first.
Me? Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. All right, you ready for what the worst movie is on this list? I don't think you all are ready for this truth. But I am about to preach the truth.
Oh boy.
Are you
Here
ready
we
for
go.
this?
Hold on. I got to make sure I'm ready to embrace the holiness of your Marvel hatred here. What is it?
All right, are you ready for the worst Phase 1 MCU movie and one of the absolute weakest MCU movies?
Iron Man 2 is what you're going to say?
I'm going to say Thor.
Ooh.
Really?
Uh-oh.
I think you just hurt Cat.
I'm going to say
Damn,
this, all right?
The first
I
movie
think-
you mentioned... Now, wait. The first thing you mentioned gets a really right out the gate.
I didn't mean how that sounds.
I don't think
I'm
you...
sorry.
If you rank this any higher than last, then you have not recently watched this movie, I tell you that, all right?
Actually,
I will
I
say it's a
have with my
very
kids.
slow,
Last week we did all
non-interesting
Marvel.
movie, all right? It's just very, very weak. You know, all that happens is a dude goes down to Earth, he's stupid as crap, and then other people come, and then he goes back and does stuff. You know, it's not that good.
Wow. I'm with Cat on this one. Wow.
It is really slow and boring for the most part. I mean, it does have some ups. I'll give it that. Like, I don't think there's any bad MCU movie, but
Yeah, there's a boat here.
I think we're done with it.
They're
Bro.
stealing our stuff.
That's fine. I don't care.
What?
We're playing a game.
Oh.
Anyway, but yes, Thor is the absolute worst movie on this list. You can try to convince me otherwise, but you know I'm right.
No, you're not. But that's okay.
All right, Kat. How about you go next? What do you think is last? What do you think is last?
Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
Listen, I absolutely love Edward Norton. He is amazing. He's one of my favorite actors. Love him, especially in The Painted Veil. Love that man. But out of this, that movie I didn't enjoy as much as the others that are
you're
up there.
absolutely
So
wrong
that's
about
that.
this.
I'm not. At least I didn't put Thor down there. That's good. I feel embarrassed for you, but that's okay.
You know what? It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I wasn't wrong
I mean,
about
you should admit
Gandalf.
to it. You're
I feel like
definitely
I'm
wrong.
now,
I'm never
so-
wrong.
You're
I
like the
preached-
most wrong.
I preached the
so
truth,
far.
and you were not ready. You were not ready for the truth.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm not ready to hear it.
You were not ready for the
keep it at that.
truth.
Go play leapfrog with your fish some more there, Aqua Boy.
Hey, I'm not fucking no fish. I'm not Aquaman.
I didn't call you Aquaman. I called you Aqua Boy. You only play leapfrog as a boy. You ain't humping yet. All right. Gavin, Country of Sand and Hairy Elephants. You're next.
Um,
And you're blue.
This is painful.
Don't worry about pissing Spencer off because it's okay because we're gonna move
Okay.
on.
I like this movie, but Incredible Hulk.
The slander.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
slander of this movie.
Thank you, Gavin.
This is how I can tell you all have not watched this recently.
I like the
swear.
movie. It's a
I
good movie.
have.
It's not there.
Right.
You're all
I even
wrong.
said it was a good movie. I said it was a good movie too, but it's just it's
You all have
up
not
to
watched
par.
either of these movies recently.
Okay, I watched all of the Marvel movies last week with my kiddo. So
You're wrong.
no. But it's cute. You think so?
What's up? Everybody say hi to my brother.
Hello,
guys.
brother.
Is
Hey,
this the one that
look,
lives where I'm at?
Wait,
You're on
what's
YouTube.
it? Hold on a minute. He has facial hair.
I know.
It does grow in the family. Look
It
at
kind of
that.
grows on you.
There you go. Look, he's got a full goatee. Keep your damn goatee. Hey,
We're
look.
playing pirates.
Hey,
Is he the one that's from Colorado?
No, that's my younger brother. This is my older
Oh,
brother.
your
He's
younger
one-
brother's the one that stole your 64?
Yes, this is my brother that's playing on my 64 still.
Okay, so you and that brother
360,
need to go to
360.
Colorado and and reclaim your 64.
We have a new person in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
We have a fellow viewer from
Hello.
the Green Fellas.
Hello.
Nice.
He hangs out over there. I know. I will say he misspelled his name here though. I know it says Hifa, but it's meant to be Tifa, guys. Just so whenever you see him around, just address him as Tifa.
Tifa. Got it.
Okay, Tifa.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but he is a good viewer. Awesome to see you over here.
He comes in
welcome.
right out the gate and goes, "Oh my God, what did we? Oh my God, you."
I am already. Well, what are you triggered by? Are you triggered by the blasphemy of two people putting
No.
Incredible Hulk at last, or me
No,
preaching the
he's triggered
truth
about your Thor.
that Thor is worst?
Keep your
Yeah, I know you're
Thor in
putting
your
Incredible
pants.
Hulk last.
If
Kilo.
it
Just
was
go on.
Mark
Just go on and do it.
Ruffalo,
Keep your
it would
Thor in your
be-
pants, sir.
I mean, come on. No, if it was Mark Ruffalo, it would be way up higher automatically. But
Oh no. Mark Ruffalo can go.
Spencer, you're the one that wanted to do these phases. so you're
you're digging your hole deeper, sir. You're digging deeper.
I'm preaching the truth. I'm the preacher.
You didn't get
Sit
the
down.
memo.
Sit down. It's okay.
All right.
You didn't get the memo.
No, but
I
that's okay.
preach the truth.
I mean,
I am Madib.
Okay. All right, what's yours? Sheila?
It's not. It is out of the first phase. This just doesn't hit. It don't
This is the
hit.
way.
The blasphemy.
It just doesn't hit.
It doesn't.
I don't.
It's,
I don't.
It's good.
I can't handle seeing him as a Hulk.
Yeah.
He's better than
not.
Ruffalo.
He's not Bruce Banner at all.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Well, actually,
This is-
you know what?
this
He's
is
an
where it
okay
shows
Bruce Banner.
Spencer, or I should say, I hate good movies. Let me. This is where you show your age, Mister. I hate good movies. It really does, because this is not.
You know
a
what?
role that
When
you
I
would
rank
ever-
this, I will
that
tell you
Edward Norton
why.
should
But
ever
it's not
have.
time yet.
No, it's not. The movie was not even good.
Yeah, that's how I can tell you I've not watched it recently.
I can tell you I watched it, and I watched them all twice because I had the extra time because you guys played Fellowship of the Ring last week.
You know what? No.
I
I'm
educated
not saying it for
myself
Hulk.
in the
all right,
last
all right?
7 days.
The reason,
No.
right here, Thor just is very slow and boring. All right. Yes, Incredible Hulk is also a slow movie. Yes, however, it does not follow that regular MCU formula that most of the other MCU formulas do. It is very differently paced than most of the other MCU movies. So whenever you go back and rewatch it, it's very different, and that's what makes it hold up and stand up against a fair amount of the other Marvel movies.
So then you can turn around and say you like The Rise of Skywalker because it almost follows the same pace through the whole movie too.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Hulk actually has story points that's not just thrown in there. It's actually, has some points that's actually good. This is the best characterization. Also, in the Incredible Hulk, you also
Guess
see
what?
proper characterization of the Hulk. You
it's
don't see
gonna
this
finish
proper
ranked
characterization of the
6.
Hulk in any of the other Marvel movies.
Nobody even considers it even part of Phase 1 most of the time. You might
that's
as
a
well
shame.
turn around and throw all those shitty Spider-Man movies as Phase 1 too.
Those movies are great. All right, you're not going to be over here calling them shitty because those are pretty good.
What's wrong with Toby?
Yeah, what's wrong with Toby?
What's wrong with Andrew? Like,
No
I
problem
don't.
with Toby?
He's a Tom Holland nutsucker.
No.
Okay.
No, that's Andrew
No.
Garfield.
I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man at all, but I did like his most recent movie because it was a good movie. I'm not a Spider-Man fan.
I got you. That makes
He's
sense.
like my least favorite Marvel comic character. He always has been.
You're saying you like Howard the Duck more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
You're saying you like I don't know. Eternals more.
Yeah,
This hurts my soul.
I'm saying, and this is gonna chap your ass, so get your aloe out. I like Black Widow a hell of a lot more than I like any of those. And I'm talking about the content and the story, not just the assets in it the whole way through.
Black
Because that
Widow's
sets the movie off on a whole
not that
different
great
thing.
of a
But
movie. You all have watched Black Widow, right?
I think everybody but me.
Oh,
I
thought you
haven't.
did.
see,
Okay.
I
haven't
told
watched
you
it yet.
he hasn't seen it yet.
I'm still on my rewatch.
Well,
Yeah,
stop being slow. I mean, I guess
I have to
eventually
watch
you have to make it
Infinity
through the bad
War.
movies.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then Endgame again. And then everything else.
Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Disney
Oh,
Plus.
that's another rough one, too.
Which one?
Here, I will give you this. Black Widow's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
what? Really?
Yeah, it probably is.
I was just say you can't say anything because you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything, but yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there.
Yeah, it is. I would say that. Even if you cast somebody else as Black Widow, it's still better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Recast T'Challa.
And
All
it's
right,
even
anyway.
better than Black Panther too.
All right. We ready for row 5 now? What's the 5th?
He wants to get away from the Hulk being at the bottom. That's okay because Hulk is going to finish on the bottom anyway.
I hate you all.
It's okay.
We love you.
No, you don't.
Not as much as we hate you.
All right. Anyway, I guess I'll kick us off at my number 5 position is Iron Man 2.
Interesting.
I'm going to stab you before this is over. Some way, somehow, I'm going to stab you.
I will say, it has some very good moments in it. Some really, really good. I'm green. There you go. There you go. Figured it out. Good job. I saw you struggling there. It's okay.
No, I wasn't struggling.
Yeah, you were. I saw it. It's okay. It's okay.
I was looking at the other screen that I don't have showing on the stream yet.
It's okay. All right. Anyway, Iron Man 2 has some very good moments, but whenever you go back through the story, like the story is still, I'd say, solid overall, but it definitely has some big bumps in it, and some disjoints and whatever. But like I said, it's still good overall. And like I said, some really good moments. It's great seeing the new Rhodey actor back and seeing him kick ass as War Machine with Iron Man at the end. Whiplash was kind of one of the weakest villains, actually. But yeah.
So what is the reason why you put it at 5? Because you're giving it good reasons on why you should have ranked it higher.
Because everything else is better than it? That comes after?
That is the most common bullshit answer everybody gives.
That you say every single time?
Like I said, that everybody gives. I didn't exclude myself.
I know. But you also use it as like your main reason a lot of times too. But like I said, the plot does have some like disjoints in it too. And the movie also takes like this big like U-turn midway through too, because like half of it focuses on Tony Stark dying, and then the other half, he's all of a sudden just cured out of the blue, and then he gets completely course corrected for the rest of the movie. And that's just really like, that was kind of jarring whenever I went back and watched that.
Understandable.
And then, like I said, like Whiplash wasn't that great a villain either, right? Like to have a great movie, you need a very good villain. And Iron Man 2 did not have that. And a lot of the great moments in that movie came from characterization moments with Tony Stark, not necessarily the threat he was facing, which is also kind of just okay too. With all the robots and AI stuff, it was like, yeah, it's a typical like Iron Man villain, and they could have done that better. It's also just kind of weird seeing Whiplash at the forefront of all that too.
I got you.
Because not much seemed to happen that much with the Army Hammer did too. He was just, playing that guy running the company and didn't seem to do much either. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Iron Man 2. And
Cool.
that's that. I know you all are not happy with me, but carry on.
It's okay. It's all good.
I didn't say I
It's a short
wasn't.
list.
Shut up. I know what you're thinking.
Do you? I really hope you don't know what I'm thinking.
You're thinking how much of a moron I am for not putting Incredible Hulk at 6. I know it.
No.
All right, anyway.
It's all right. That's no. I don't. No,
No.
I'm all right with that.
All right, anyway.
All right. So it is up to now. Cat's turn.
Hey, was this number 5? Yeah, Thor.
See? You
So-
know Thor is not that great of a movie. You
No,
kind
it
of listen
is.
to the
It's a-
preachings.
it's a great
you're
movie.
close. Not really, though, at all.
But see, because like I said, I watched a bunch of Marvel. Like I don't know why I was just in a Marvel mood like these past
It
like
happens.
week and a half, and I watched it. I really do like it. He looks like a baby in it compared to now.
This is true
But-
as well.
There's like I said, I always enjoy it. I've never had an issue with Thor. I thought it was a great movie for him, but the other ones I just like a little bit more. So liked him a lot better than Incredible Hulk though.
He's easier to look at than Incredible Hulk too.
That'll give you. I will say, like, in the comics, I do like Thor a lot more as a character.
I have
And
to
later
say,
on in the
though,
movies, I like him more, too.
my favorite Thor version though is Endgame Thor. Like I love that Thor. I absolutely love that Thor.
Dad bod Thor.
Yes, he's amazing. I love him in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like he's solid in that. I liked him
Although
best in
his
Infinity
haircut
War.
was amazing in Ragnarok. I mean, I'll give you
Yeah.
that. But no, I loved him in Endgame. I want to get that figure. Like I'll get that.
Oh yeah, I saw
Dad
that
bod
in the store
Thor.
once.
Yeah, I've never seen him. I've seen other ones, but not him. But I would get him.
Nice. All right, what's yours, Patricia?
Gavin.
Come on,
Gavin.
Come on,
Gavin.
Sandy ass Gavin. Let's go.
I'm with Kat on this one. It's Thor. I'm right there with you. It is Thor.
Right?
See, you will
It is.
you also just semi listen to the correct preachings.
It's a solid movie, but it's no Ragnarok. It's no
Right.
Avengers. It's down there.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
It's a good movie, but it is a movie of its time, I would say.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Too,
Like
is,
if
it did
you
not
look
hold up
on it
as
on
well.
a perspective of the year that it came out, like it is perfect for its time.
Right,
It really
but
is.
also part of it too is like how well the movies stand up as well.
Yeah, I would say it's held a pretty good spot. Even it still holds up.
For the kind of, yeah. And
Not
it's just
compared to
slow
like
and
today's CGI, obviously, but
boring. I see past that. It's just boring though.
it
A
can be
lot of
boring
it.
at times. There's a lot of desert in the movie.
I don't have a problem with the desert. All right, I love Dune, and that was a slow movie, but it's captivating the whole
But
time, and it ended up
Not
being the
enough
second best movie of
sandworms.
last
Is that
year.
your problem with Thor? Needs more
It's not
sandworms.
Yeah, give me more buttholes.
All right, go ahead, Kilo. What's your number 5? He's thinking.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dun da 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 da.
I don't do this with the spite of Spencer.
Oh no. Tough decisions.
So I'm thinking which one that you really didn't like as much after the Hulk. Yeah, no, I really didn't like this one. After
The first one?
number 5, the first one, I really,
Wow.
it just didn't sit with me. I mean, I think the whole in the cave shit, like it, during when they made it, of course, he's gonna have issues with the Middle East. I mean, that's so taboo during that time. Ironmonger suit, completely stupid. Although the Lego was cool.
Like it was pretty cool.
This is blasphemy.
It was not the one that.
This is blasphemy.
You know what blasphemy would be is if I would have put Captain America number 5.
That would also be blasphemy, but this is worse blasphemy.
No, it's not. Not really. Like it just didn't sit. Like it's so like taboo for the time that it was made. Like why did it have to be targeted with the Middle Eastern like enemies? Like they didn't name it the Taliban or they're in Afghanistan. I mean, really, come on, could you not pick a different enemy for your movie? You just had to go with what was going on at that time.
That was the thing they ripped from the comics. That's not just a thing they ripped out from real world, even though it did correlate with the real world. But that was definitely a thing from the comics.
But I just didn't feel it. It was, and like what Pat said, they all looked like it doesn't hold up well. They look like
blasphemy.
So nice that Spencer learned a new word in school today. Because that's all he says. He's like the kid in the preschool where they learn the new color today is magenta, and then that's all the kid says for like next week is magenta.
All right, guys. Let's show him up on how wrong he is. Okay. Although I know you all don't agree with my next pick at all.
Blasphemy.
Oh really?
Before you even put out blasphemy.
I'm putting the Incredible Hulk at 4 finally.
You're fired.
What do you mean? Put it down.
Oh, well, you're gonna throw a big ass fit and you only rank it number 4.
You know what? It is
like you ranked it like 1 or 2. You threw a fit because you're honoring like the best movie that was made.
I was not
in the first phase.
I was not. But here's what I will say.
You were having a different streamer meltdown there.
Well, the meltdown was because you all don't give this movie enough respect. All right. This movie needs much more respect. All right. How about this is the only movie where you actually get proper characterization of what the Hulk actually is, than just some green giant bitch that's nerfed every single movie. All right. This is how you tell a Hulk story. And this was good. It actually told a good Hulk story. It also had some awesome Hulk action. Like a Hulk versus the Abomination, who is also coming back. You all say, oh, this wasn't considered to be a part of the MCU. Hey, Abomination, he was in Shang-Chi. He's coming back in She-Hulk. This movie matters.
I didn't say the movie didn't matter.
And I hope I wasn't talking about you. But and also I hope She-Hulk starts course correcting and gives us back a proper Hulk like we saw in this movie.
Okay. That's offensive.
Hey,
a proper Hulk is Mark Ruffalo, sir.
Hulk is utter ass in the later half of the MCU movie.
I'm gonna choke to death. What? Okay.
He is utter
There's some friends here.
ass in the
I
second
thought
half
we
of
could
the
be friends.
MCU.
I really thought we could be friends. I really did. I really thought we could, but I'm really second guessing things now.
Yeah.
You know what? Not everyone can be friends with the truth. Sometimes the truth is hard to accept. I see you all are just wrong.
I'll live in my denial then. That's fine.
That's fair. All of you live in your denial. But what point I did bring up earlier that I really did like about the Incredible Hulk, and originally I did have this ranked lower. I will admit, I originally had this ranked lower, but whenever I rewatched it, I realized this feels so much different than most of the Marvel movies we get, and it was really refreshing to watch.
Yeah.
And that's another reason of why I put it up there, because it's just like it's something different. Because most of the Marvel movies try to feel like one another because they play it safe. And that's one of the problems with Marvel, is that they always play it safe. This movie was different. It took a risk. And
Wait, I have a question.
It's good for the most of it. What?
Okay, what do you mean they play it safe? What do you mean by that?
Most Marvel movies try to feel like one another. So majority of them kind of have the same general like plot structure. Not saying it's bad, because I still enjoy them most of all. Most of them. Yeah. But they still... You could tell that a lot of them follow that structure. Like most of the solo movies pretty much follow how Iron Man 1 went.
Okay. I got what you're saying now. I'm good.
And that's part of the reason of why, even though not every... and that's part of the reason why I respect DC a lot with their movie making. Every movie may not slap, but they take risks.
Yeah.
And that's what... All right, and I like that they respect that they can say, okay, yeah, sure, we fucked up on this. All right, we screwed up. But whenever they try something new, it turns out to be awesome. Look at the Batman.
We don't know.
You don't know. But you all should know soon.
Pauline is here. How is Pauline doing tonight?
How's it going, Pauline? All right, anyway.
Hello, Kilo, Cat,
anyway, there's me.
and Patrick.
I see.
Sorry, Spencer.
I see how it is.
Hello, Ron. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna go cry.
Hello, Ronnie. How are you?
I'm just gonna go now. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, poor Spencer.
Poor Dingus. Marvel hater. Should we call him RJ Jr.?
Oh. You're going to start calling him Junior now?
Yeah, start calling him Junior. Oh no, Gannon! What happened to the Gannon? His screen went black.
Checking something.
Lights out. He wanted some alone time.
Uh-oh. Well,
he's tired of us.
He is playing that pirate game, so he must have got him some bounty. Some pirate booty.
I did not mean it that way, but okay.
Oh, I did. That's okay. I covered it. Is Spencer really a Marvel hater?
No.
No, he's not. He's just playing super, like, hyping up DC because of that Batman movie, which none of the rest of us have been able to see yet, so we don't know if it's good or if it's like the rest of DC movies that suck.
I almost had a date to see it tomorrow, but I canceled.
You canceled the date?
Yeah, date-ish. But
okay, so when I come out there and we want to go see a movie, it is not a date, so then you can't cancel it.
I mean, technically, I could cancel.
That would be bullshit.
Just saying, I could.
That would be like the worst thing ever. No, he's not a Marvel hater. It's just that I changed his name from whatever he had it to over to I don't like good movies or something, because he put he got mad because we all put Hulk at the bottom.
Blasphemy!
Yeah, see,
Absolute blasphemy!
and he also learned a new word in school too. He learned blasphemy, and he's been using it like a damn preschooler does when they learn a new color.
I
Oh, excuse
only
me.
preach the truth.
Are you okay down there? She's choking.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Okay, all right.
Hey, your honey got on, Gavin.
Oh, is she in here now? Cool.
Yeah, she said hi or
Hi.
hey. And
She's
there's no
not
offense,
happy with me because
Pauline.
I forgot to
It's
tell her I
okay.
was streaming tonight.
It's okay, Pauline, because I'm probably not going to see it either.
Oh,
Spencer is like, oh, you got to see it. And I've seen some
You
other
know,
things. Spencer's are like, oh, you really got to see?
like what?
Cat.
Okay, are we ready? Yep.
Yes, we're ready
I wanna,
for it.
Hold on. I want to address what Pauline said really quick. You know what? That is absolutely fine. I understand that these darker, grittier DC isn't for everyone. You know, and that's fine. But I will say, it does characterize really well on the Batman character itself, and it does an amazing job with it, and giving proper light onto the characters. By the way, that's what I'll say about it. Is no one else has seen it,
Okay.
but I am a massive Batman fan.
We know.
Not like as if he's like my favorite superhero or anything, because he's the best.
Superman. Oh, excuse me. I was choking again.
You know, Batman kicks Superman's ass, right?
Uh-huh. Okay. All right, now, Gavin, what were you saying before?
I said it's your turn.
Okay. It's gonna be Iron Man 2.
Ooh.
Oh. Ow. But I'm okay with that.
I like it, but it's not my favorite. I do like seeing Rhodey and stuff like that and everything. I'm not bothered by the villain in this one. I like the little hidden thing of that's actually supposed to be Spider-Man. That's wearing the Iron Man helmet in there. I like that stuff, but I like the other ones a lot more. Like I tend to skip this one more than others in the rotation.
That's fair. Like I said, they kind of did like this whole kind of like weird course correction thing with the character midway through, and it just does seem memorable overall too. And it's the other really weird thing with it too, that also makes it feel really out of place. I just thought of, is there's this whole thing of where he's involved with Shield the whole time. It's like they were with him, and then they broke up with him at the end. Kinda, they're like, yeah, like we aren't on relations,
Yeah.
and then whenever you go into Avengers, it feels very just disjointed whenever you watch them, like whenever you like go through the movies back to back.
They're like the worst high school couple ever with the on again, off again type.
Yeah, and it was annoying.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's that.
All right, Gavin, your turn.
I am just copying Cat tonight. It's Iron Man 2.
Get your own picks.
Yeah. It's me and Cat all the way. 6-1.
There you go.
No, if anything, my 3, 2, and 1 are going to piss some people off.
How are you going to piss? Oh, my 3, 2, 1's already putting a lid of fire underneath poor Marvel haters. Biscuits.
Pauline asked earlier if I am actually a Marvel hater. No, I'm not. I'm just playing along with this.
We told her.
I do still generally enjoy DC more overall. But Marvel, I do enjoy. Like I am a fan of a bit of Marvel stuff.
Yeah, they are good movies. All right,
And I want to
let's
also
look
address
through-
the other thing that she said. She saying that she loved Peacemaker. Yes, I absolutely loved it too. But at the same time, there's a very different field projects. Peacemaker is a more comedic, goofy, James Gunn project versus, in the case of the Batman, it's much darker than Peacemaker is and grittier and more grounded. And so it's different kinds of stories, and I get it. And that's part of the reason why I like DC so much is there's so many different kinds of stories, especially with the same characters as well.
Yeah.
And Marvel, I don't think quite has that variety. Outside a few things here and there. But anyway, I digress. What is your number 4, Kilo?
My number 4.
I swear to God.
Are you bracing yourself there, Spencer?
Yeah. Why are you swearing at God for?
You're right. You're right. I shouldn't do that. While you're thinking, Pauline asked me if I've seen The Last Duel. If so, you're curious what I thought. I have not seen it. I've heard good things about it. Weird thing is like, it might have been something I would have gone to see in the theaters if I knew about it ahead of time, but they like didn't market that movie at all, and then the director got mad at all the millennials on their phones. It's like that's not the problem whenever you don't market your movie. Like everywhere, everyone's seeing the Batman around because that's everywhere on social media. But I do know it's on HBO Max, and I should watch it soon. Actually, it is on my long list of stuff to watch. I should watch it while it's still kind of relevant. Have you watched it, Kat?
I've never even heard of it.
See,
What's it
this
called?
is the problem.
I was gonna ask. I was
The
gonna
Last
ask.
Duel-
I was like, "What is that?" I've never
The
even
Last
heard
Duel,
of
is
Last
that the
Duel.
new Driver movie?
Yeah, Adam Driver's in
Yeah.
it. Ben Affleck's in it.
And is it Matt Damon?
I think.
I think it's like Matt Damon versus Adam Driver as like knights in a fight against each other.
Right. That is kind of the general
How have
idea
I
of
missed
it.
that? Because those are some big names.
It was
Right, that's
like,
the problem I was saying. Is like they literally didn't
I
advertise the
guess
movie
I
at all.
live
didn't
under a rock.
advertise the film enough. I saw
Literally,
it
what
maybe twice on social media before it
the
came.
way I found out about the movie was literally a few
Uh-huh.
days before it came out. Whenever a
Yeah.
critic friend came on, or
Christina?
whatever a critic friend, reviewed it, and I
Christina
saw his
told me
tweet
about
review of it. His early tweet review. But I will give you
Wow.
a quick plot description if Kilo wants to hear it. Do you want to hear it?
A what description?
Well, didn't
Plot.
you just say that they're
Summary.
dueling? I mean, that's
Or not summary,
pretty
but
much-
like a premise. That's the word I was looking for.
The Dingus.
That's fine, yeah, because Christina told me about it because it had Adam Driver in it. That's how I knew about it.
I am probably going to butcher these names, and I absolutely apologize in advance
Oh, it's
for
on Disney
butchering all
Plus?
these names. All right. Jean de Corugues is a respected knight known for his bravery and skill on the battlefield. Jackie Legris is a squire whose intelligence and eloquence makes him one of the most admired nobles in court. When Legris viciously assaults Courag's wife, she steps forward to accuse her attacker, an act of bravery and defiance that puts her life in jeopardy. The ensuing trial by combat, a grueling duel to the death, places the fate of all three in God's hands.
I like trial by combats. I've seen a lot of pretty cool fights in movies and shows by that method.
Yeah. Matt Damon, Adam Driver,
Richard.
Jodie Comer, and Ben Affleck are the big names in this movie.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Spencer, your
And it-
phone's having issues with her.
Triggered intensifies. It's a Tifa. Just calm down. Tell us what's the problem. What's the problem with our ranking?
That's right. Because your rankings are horrible and you're triggering your friend.
But yeah, it did pretty poorly in the box office. 30.6 million. Terrible. But it is directed by Ridley Scott, who is a pretty big director.
Spencer, we're not supposed
Apparently,
to
she said it's also on
upsetting our guests.
Disney Plus.
It is currently on Hulu and HBO Max right now.
Okay.
It is on HBO.
All right. What is your number 3?
Ronnie was in here earlier.
Who knows where he went?
Ronnie was in here before we even started.
He might have gone to bed.
I have my own theory, but I'm not going to voice it.
Okay.
Anyway.
My Little Pony.
All right. I feel like this is like the most generic top 3 that I have, but you know what? I'm going to give it because, as I said earlier, I preach the truth.
We'll see.
Okay. Hitler.
Captain America, the first Avenger at 3.
Oh, vomit. What? Oh.
Blasphemy! Blasphemy!
You might as well just
Ridiculous.
kick my dog. Okay.
You're
All right.
fired.
Okay.
Spencer, you are the weakest
That
link.
hurt.
The bestest link.
Spencer, you're breaking my heart over here.
I will say I do really enjoy this movie overall. It is one of the better solo movies. As I say, I do actually enjoy Marvel movies despite my name. But yeah, it is a pretty good. Like out of the origin solo origin movies, this is probably my second favorite of those. It was awesome to see Red Skull. Red Skull was great.
Right.
Arguably one of the best villains. That outside of Thanos, he's up there. And then
He's Stonekeeper on Vormir. That's all he is.
yeah, and that was whatever.
That's how he turned out to be.
Yeah, and you know what?
Disney Plus in Canada.
It is what it is. Because Marvel has a villain problem. But you know what? That's fine. It is what it is.
I mean, who else were you gonna make be the Stonekeeper?
I don't know.
Loki. Just kidding. That would have been the way to end the
Right.
Avengers movie. You want a Stonekeeper?
Look, Sandy Crack Gavin.
No, it was cool that they brought him off, but like
Sir,
Red Hood is a big.
Again, I am no
Or not
longer
Red Hood. Fuck, that's DC. Fuck.
Sandy Crack.
Red Skull.
You're not. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Copying cat. Oh, so you're
Thank
technically a copycat.
You might call me that. I'm 3 for 3 with
all
Cat.
3 of you have. Okay, all 3 of you have basically, so it's fine.
What I do?
Copied me.
Oh, that's because you knew some good stuff about those movies. All right, you knew
I
part of the
know.
truth.
Does Gannon
Listen,
have like pick anything on his own? Like everything's been mirroring Cat.
Only because she went before.
Where there's that one time before he couldn't even
This-
remember his own ranking.
but listen,
Yeah, it was
This is
last week.
probably
Where I
what
could
will
just put
differ.
anybody in for him.
yeah, we'll probably differ starting now, though. We probably won't have the same top 3. I'll be surprised if we do.
If you do, I quit.
No.
That'd be pretty funny. Please do it, Patrick.
All right. Are you ready for my number 3?
Yeah, give us your number 3.
Iron Man. I love Iron Man. My kiddo loves Iron Man. That's his favorite besides the Hulk. I think it was awesome. I really
he likes the
enjoyed it.
Incredible Hulk,
But
huh?
yeah, it's Iron Man is his first, and then he loves the Hulk, so he's got a lot of Iron Man and Hulk toys. Which means he likes Mark Ruffalo. So anyway,
He likes a real.
I really do enjoy this. Like, I will put this on all the time just for him or just for me. Like, I'll have it in the background. I really like this one, but I like the other two a little bit better.
So that's his fall asleep background movie. Pop on some Iron Man, passes out.
Iron Man's fantastic.
No, I can't. No, if I try to put on Iron Man before bed, he's wired. So he is not allowed to watch Marvel before bed.
He was like, "Whoa, MCU, woo, go to sleep."
I mean, he will literally act like I got him one of those, those like costumes at Walmart. He's had Iron Man, he's had Batman, he's had Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's
Batman,
he's
the best. He knows what's up.
But he's all grown up, and then he's like, Mom, we need him. But my family has gotten him like some really cool Iron Man gloves that make the sound and light up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's not allowed to act before bed. Okay, Pauline, real quick. I love Edward Norton. I really do. I love him in so many things. He is an okay Hulk. I didn't like this version as much as the other ones on the list, but I do like it, just not as much as these ones, as the other ones on the list.
I back this comment up. They're Edward Norton haters. They hate correct Hulk characterization.
There? Which there are you talking about there? There?
The English language is also pretty stupid too.
There's there, then there's there, then there's there.
Oh, and you forgot there.
There. Oakenshield.
For me, like the Incredible Hulk, I really appreciate that it, especially after watching it since all the latest Avengers movies. No. Pauline brought up the Hulk. All right. So I'm talking about this now. All right. The Hulk, Incredible Hulk, actually gave us the actual Hulk character. I will admit it is not the best written movie. It definitely has some flaws, but it's still very enjoyable overall.
Okay.
I don't think that
Question
movie
then.
gave us that character.
Question.
Yes.
What about the other one that came before Edward Norton? What's your opinion on that one? I forget the guy's name.
We don't talk about that one. We don't.
Well, why don't we?
Oh, okay.
The only reason why he's riding on Edward Norton's Hulk is because he knows the rest of us think it's absolute garbage.
No, that movie, that one's not good either. Here. I'll give you this.
Pauline,
that Hulk's better
Club.
than the Hulk in
Yes.
Endgame.
I'm gonna pretend for our relationship you did not just say that. So to keep our friendship intact, I'm going to ignore and erase that from my mind that you just said that. So
Spencer, you're going down a path.
All right. What are you copying now?
Gavin needs to go.
Come on, Core 1.2.
I'm so sorry. It's Captain America: First Avenger.
You know what's up.
Okay.
The reason I go with this one is there's just a few things that are just, I don't know what it is. I like this movie. Few little off-putting things.
Like what?
Respect.
Like Red Skull, he's a little off-putting to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool guy,
Yeah.
but he's just kind of like,
He's a cool guy. You know, he murders
And
a lot
then-
of people. He's pretty menacing. Cool guy, bro.
And then,
Yet
as a man of
again,
aviation, that plane totally would never exist in the real world. Too many
You're-
props. Too many
you're a
props.
copycat again.
This is
What are you
true.
talking about? I'm a core 1.2.
Yeah, you copied me this time. Can't you be any more original?
It's okay, Pauline. It's okay.
Well, I could have said the Avengers, but then you all would have killed me.
No, I ain't trying to kill
No.
nobody.
It's fine. It's okay.
No,
Alright.
but yeah,
Listen,
I
we
like Captain
all
America:
give
The
each
First
other
Avenger,
crap,
but
but it's all good.
there's certain things about this movie that are kind of like. I do like the 1940s vibe though. Love it. Love the aesthetic.
That was really cool.
All right,
I did
kid,
really enjoy
it's
that.
all up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Knock us dead.
Wow. Wow. I'm the only one that's not copying anybody tonight.
I didn't copy anyone.
Yeah, he didn't.
That's
No,
a
you
copy.
just
Yeah,
got the worst
copy
ranking going.
Get out of here.
I preach the truth. I am Madib.
I think she's
About
under my
time
bed.
you drop that.
Whew.
Reasoning for why it's at 3.
Mhm.
Mr.
What? Can I have one of those too?
I just want to know why you put Iron Man 2 so high.
Because it's better than the Hulk.
Because it's high like you.
It's high like me. I wish I was high. It'd feel a lot better. No, I put Iron Man 2 up there because I thought it was a better movie.
Blasphemy.
I don't, huh?
Nothing.
Blasphemy. There we go. Education is the best. No, I just liked it better than Iron Man 1. It's a continuation. It's, it brought in some more long lasting characters. Yeah, the villain was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely horrible. Worse than yeah, the Whiplash is a horrible villain. Didn't make no sense.
Then why is it up at 3?
Why is it number 3?
Yeah, because you're saying
Because
about
it
this
starts
terrible villain,
tying
but then
in
why
the
is it 3?
rest of the freaking Avengers. It sets up for Avengers.
It still felt very disjointed to it.
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't.
It very much did. Bye, Cat.
Bye, cat.
We could just fill in the blanks for her.
Where'd she go? She
Anyway,
must have went to tap in. Sometimes when we go to do the chat, it does that to us. I hear her popping back in. It must have been to go chat or whatever. But I liked it better.
Sorry.
I even liked it better than freaking Thor.
Yeah.
And, I love Thor. Thor was a good movie.
You know what? I agree with Pauline here. They did. And that's why I felt like you had 2 movies trying to be mixed into one. Like I said, the first half and the second half feel like completely different movies. And that's part of the reason why I put it all the way down at 5.
We really do all get along. We just put on a damn good show. Maybe.
Yes. Listen, we all like to give each other crap, but we all respect each other, and it's not serious.
That's what makes us us. That's what makes this show.
No. We are definitely totally not at all over exaggerating this at all.
Except for when you guys bring up Legolas sparkles like that. That hurts a little bit.
I can't help it that he traded his Legos in for glitter. I can't help it. So that's why he became the glittering Legoless man.
All right, what's your number 2?
Moa's number 2 is the one that started it all off. The Iron
Is it?
Man.
Is it?
Core?
Because according to you, the one that started all of it was the Hulk.
I didn't say that.
Spencer needs a man.
But I absolutely love this movie. The movie that got me into the MCU stands up as the possibly the best, or like this is probably the best solo origin. This is definitely the best solo origin movie, and one of the best solo movies, Marvel like superhero movies. Period. It is great. It established this whole amazing universe. It gave a great character to Iron Man. All right, this is where you start getting an amazing Iron Man, way better than the comics. All right, this is one of those few times to where they evolved the character from the comics and did it right. Because in the comics, Iron Man is not that interesting of a character in the comics.
No,
But when you have the life of Robert Downey Jr. brought to him, he just made him all. He made that character who he is and his love for that we all have today. And it started with this amazing movie that's very good. And the villain here too, Obadiah Stane. He was very good. He was a very good like evil Iron Man role that played against the regular Iron Man, and his whole motives and everything is really interesting. And he was a really solid villain that I don't think people talk enough about. I think that's mainly just because his name isn't as big. But yeah, Iron Man. I absolutely love this movie.
It's a great movie. It is.
It is. It really is.
For sure.
Yeah, he traded his Legos for his glitter to sparkle.
I think she's confused.
I don't think she watched the Lotro run.
All right. Exactly. Jeff Bridges. What a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And he really showed in that role too.
Yeah, he was a good
Like I really do think that he's an underrated villain. That all the, like so much of course Thanos is obviously the best villain. There's no doubt about it. But like once you talk about other villains after that, it's just like it's all Loki, Zemo,
Vulture.
Ultron.
I don't like Zemo.
Ultron?
Yeah.
You say Voltron or Ultron?
Ultron.
Okay. Sound like you said E first.
I mean, sure, we can throw Voltron there too. Why not?
He was a good villain. I like him.
I like Voltron. All right. Anyway, but yeah,
So, by a certain point of view, he's a good guy. What's this guy doing?
Just chilling, enjoying myself, living my best 1.2 life.
1.2 life.
So you think you can be core?
Oh crap! Oh, sorry.
Do I think I can do what? Be core? Why would I want to be core?
Because core your favorite thing. Core just changes your life, Kilo. You know it.
It may have changed your life.
You know to be true.
It did.
You know he wants to taste it. All right. Anyway, Pauline says Loki was redeemed and has started his atonement. Yes, this is true. Well, I think whenever people talk about him being a villain, it's somewhere like during his villain phase of his first two appearances in Thor and Avengers. After that, he's not really a villain.
Loki's awesome.
He is. He has so far the best Marvel Disney Plus show.
Yes,
does.
Yeah, true. It could work.
I'm so excited for season 2.
Yeah, it's going to start filming this year, and Moon Knight looks really promising. I'm excited for it.
Moon Knight is going to mess with all of our heads.
All right.
We'll be questioning reality with Moon Knight.
Anyway, what is your number 2, Kat?
Avengers.
I
I know.
Okay.
I love this movie. Like, I love them all together. I really do. I was really upset, and I was very vocal about it, like extremely vocal in the movie theater when a certain someone was stabbed through the back, like that.
Oh,
I took that very hard.
This is a almost 10-year-old movie. You can
I don't
talk
care.
about. You can say names.
No, I don't want to acknowledge it because I don't like it.
What about Coulson?
Okay.
it's okay.
Yes,
He brought back.
Except he didn't die.
Yeah, but
They
I
brought
haven't
back
watched that,
like-
so in my head it doesn't exist. I haven't watched that. But no,
Agents of Cat.
it's great. It's really awesome. I love them, but I like the other one just more.
Yeah, I'm very interested to hear your reasoning for number 1, which once we reach it. All right,
I mean,
Patrick, who are you copying now?
God damn it, Patrick.
You're either going to be you're put in a spot to where you're either copying me or Kat. Who are you copying?
No, do you see my new
pretty
username?
much.
Agents of Cool.
I'm gonna go with Iron Man. I really like this movie, but
Yep.
it's damn good. It started it all, and it's just slightly higher than Captain America in my book. Yeah, I think I saw something about he was coming to SNL this weekend. Did you guys see that he actually got to go on the Star Cruiser at Disney World?
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And he was bragging about his shooting skills on that new game, like the shooting game where you shoot TIE fighters. He's like, I still got it.
Yeah, I saw that. It was cute.
Yeah, I've only seen like half a season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is.
By the way, when they hand him the little lightsaber to do the lightsaber training thing they have on Star Cruiser, it looks so tiny in his hands because it's built for kids.
It does.
I was like, why you hand this man a tiny lightsaber? Anyways, yep, pretty good movie. I like it. There's a lot of cool scenes in that movie that I just really enjoy. And like I said, I started it all. And it's directed by Jon Favreau, the man who's giving us Star Wars more and more.
Right?
So
he's
I enjoy
a
that.
great director.
Thank you, Johnny Favs.
Thanks, Happy. All right, Kilo.
All right, show manager.
I'm doing this because suck it, Spencer.
Oh. I pissed in someone's Cheerios today, apparently.
Oh boy, Kilo.
Do you give any reasoning?
Kilo.
Just for you, Spencer. My reason is that's what it is because it's not as good as my number 1.
Okay.
And I had to do that just because before we started, he always gets more shit all the time and this and whatever and hate Kilo and
Pauline has a point. You just straight up copied Kat.
Oh.
You just copied her.
Like
you're so
I said
original.
Before, you guys have all copied me before.
I would rather
Yeah.
copy Kat one time, maybe
You
2
did.
times before I copy the whole number 1 rank. And copy
You've done so
Dingus
much.
and whatever the hell his name is down there now. It's been changing every pick. It's okay. I'll copy Cat. Cat's a genius.
Listen.
We're on almost kind of on the same page. Almost.
Listen,
kinda.
you guys got good taste when you copy me. It's fine. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with it.
All right.
So what's your number one, Spencer?
All right, Patrick. Since there's very clearly a duel that's about to take place about why we think what's the best, all right? This is where it turns into a 2v2, all right? Yeah. All right, Patrick. You're going to help me out here, all right? About why Avengers is the best Phase 1 MCU movie.
Because we have a Hulk. As I put that
that's
in numbers.
funny. That's great.
I quit.
We have a Hulk. That's
So,
great. That's great.
It's just fantastic. It's the first major movie to do or at least on this scale, at least.
It was a large. It was an event.
Yeah, for this epic team up. Because never have you seen movies quite lead up to a team up like this before, and it's amazing to see that here. And the payoff absolutely worked despite their bumps in the road, and that was great. It was awesome to see this B team of heroes. And what's going on here?
My brother's leaving. Everybody say bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, brother.
Bye.
See you later.
We're finishing up our Marvel tiers right now.
Bye, big
Yeah, we're
brother.
doing Phase 1 Marvel ranking.
Nice. Wolverine.
Your brother.
He's not Phase 1, jeez. My brother said Wolverine.
Hey, Wolverine is the best Marvel hero. I'll give him that.
Your brother can pick his own shit. He copied everybody the whole way through. You should smack him in the back of his head before you leave.
I will say, me and Patrick think very similar on our list, because this was going to be my original ranking too, until I rewatched Incredible Hulk. Notice me and Patrick are the same, except for Incredible Hulk placements is different. Going into it, this is what I thought I was going to rank it as.
All right, brother. All right, see you later.
However, since rewatching, I appreciate the Incredible Hulk a lot more than the last two. Since rewatching. But the Avengers being the first big epic team up, great story the whole way through as well. It was just awesome, and such a big, awesome epic that you get with it.
Yeah,
and you know what? I'll say this too: the Hulk wasn't bad in this movie either. Ruffalo did a good job this one time.
Just like he did throughout the rest of the whole franchise. Okay.
No.
At least they kept him.
Okay, so I think my mission for the rest of tonight and tomorrow is to send you Hulk stuff, right? Like that's what I'm hearing.
Send me good Hulk stuff, sure.
Yeah, I'll send you Hulk stuff. That's what I'm hearing. It's just send you a bunch of Hulk images.
He wants Hulkbuster stuff, and he wants a picture of the Hulk busting out of the Hulkbuster.
That never happened.
I got a figure for it. Yeah,
it never happened.
It did happen. It was on a cutting room floor. They just didn't put it in.
That it didn't happen. It was in the cutting room floor.
It still happened. They just didn't put it in.
Do you understand what cutting room floor is?
Yes, I know
it got cut, so it did not happen.
It happened. They just didn't put it in the movie.
Duel of Fates happened. They just didn't put that in the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's a very interesting pick. Because for me, my least favorite, I guess is like the very popular pick for what people would chooses their least favorite of all of them. Which lies in Phase 2.
Dark World?
Yeah. But
no, Iron Man 3
I don't
before
like that
Dark
one.
World.
Mm-mm.
Iron Man
Dark
3's
World's
rough too.
last.
Iron Man 3's rough too. What'd you say is last, Cat?
Dark World.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I will automatically rank Iron Man 3 higher automatically because of all the suits that he makes when they come out. Like that for me, I absolutely love. I will rank it higher than
Right,
Dark World,
exactly.
sure.
Like right. That
I don't remember Dark World that much because I don't care about it.
I will say I appreciate Dark World a hell of a lot more after I've watched Loki now, though.
That's true. That is true.
Like I literally went back and watched Dark World after Spencer and I finished Loki, and I'm like, yo, like I appreciate Dark World like a little bit more now.
Maybe I should watch it then.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it before we do phase 2.
Pauline,
like the Loki story is really cool.
Your least?
Oh, she says her next one is the new Eternals. Interesting. Very interesting.
What's my least favorite?
Yeah. No, I was trying to see why she said it was her least favorite. I was just curious why.
Yeah, that is a very interesting pick because I enjoy that one overall. That was definitely not one of the best. Like it's very mid overall.
Bubba.
What, the Eternals?
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
I would put Eternals probably around the same.
Go potty,
spot
please.
As well. Okay. But yeah.
Okay. You ready for why he's my number one?
Oops.
Oh, I thought she was in my room. Where was she? Oh, okay.
All right. Anyway, before we move on to Captain America stuff really quick, do you have any other reasons to add on, Patrick, since you contributed so much about why Avengers is the best movie?
I like not just the action that's involved in the movie. There's a lot of conflict between all of the characters, and they kind of
that was cool too.
It puts them in a hard place, but they ultimately have to kind of work their way back. Well, no, right, that was Avengers 2, wasn't it?
Right. They didn't become a team until the end of that movie.
They didn't become a team until the end of that movie. Yeah.
And you could see those tensions the whole way through in between everyone. You can see after that they gained massive respect for everyone, and but they still had their differences as well.
Yeah,
and you saw that carry on in Age of Ultron.
And then the stuff with the staff is just really cool because
definitely
that staff has a lot of weight for several movies in the series.
Definitely.
And ultimately, that is what eventually becomes Vision. So
yeah.
So without that, we would not have the Vision, or WandaVision for that matter. So and it's kind of weird looking back at the whole like Vision story now, and knowing that like that stone was there the whole time. It's almost like a part of Vision has been there since like pre-Avengers, which is kind of cool too.
It's pretty interesting.
Like looking back on it, because he's such a cool character. Like when I started watching, like I couldn't give two craps about Vision, but now like I care about that dude a lot. So yeah, cool stuff. Really enjoyed the movie. A lot of character building. Is it a perfect movie? No, it really isn't. There's a lot of small little issues here and there, but I think out of the Phase 1 stuff, it's definitely the best.
Easily.
And then my other problem is Hawkeye and Black Widow never got a movie before this came out. That was my only gripe.
I feel like how they're introduced.
They got introduced, but they never really got like a movie like everybody else did.
Hawkeye should have definitely got more than he was given.
Hawkeye definitely should have gotten more. He felt like kind of like a Thor shoe-in character.
Definitely, he was just there for a little bit.
And then
that's another
Black Widow had a pretty good fleshed out story. I can understand why they didn't do a movie with her right away, but I still feel like with this pandemic and everything, we had to wait forever for anything Black Widow content to come out. And I find it funny she gets a movie after she dies. Like it took her death to make a movie happen. It's so crazy to me.
It's true. It's true.
But now I gotta watch it because that's one of the movies.
Go watch it. Because like, aren't you on like Infinity War as your next movie?
I have to get back to Infinity War for my rewatch, and then
yes, so you're almost caught up
again, and then I will be back to Black Widow before I know it.
Better get to watching
Captain America, or what is it? Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to be the hardest one for me to rewatch.
Oh, you're going through all the shows too?
Yeah, I'm going through the movies and shows.
I like Captain Winter Soldier till the last episode.
That last episode was a bit of a bummer. I'll tell you what, though, that episode right before it was pretty darn good. Like the lead up to the finale, pretty darn good episode.
Mm-hmm.
It had me and Spencer hooked, and then we got to that last episode where we're like, meh.
Didn't we watch that finale together, or we were like...
It was all right. So yeah, there you go. Avengers. Now, Kilo, explain to me why Captain America is your number one.
Because honestly, Captain America was the first MCU movie that I watched.
Oh, so it's like
that's
a
respectable
nostalgia thing for you?
Yeah, it was like, the first actual MCU movie that I watched. And I like Captain America, honestly, is like my favorite Avenger as well. And it was a really good movie. Yeah, it was slow in some parts and whatever, but I mean, what do you call it? Red Skull. I mean, the way his character built throughout the movie, and and how they treated his character, I thought they did him shitty.
Really? Yeah, it's number one.
No, I'm talking about how they did Red Skull shitty. That doesn't mean that the movie should not be number one.
Why do you think they did him crap? Because I think he was one of the, I'll say, better MCU villains. I'm not gonna say he's the best.
They kind of send him out to the ether. You don't really know what happens. They kind of left him up.
They like blast him off just because, I mean, granted, he didn't have the power or ability to hold any
Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones, but the way that they shot him out, and then it's just kind of disheartening now, knowing better, that he ends up becoming the Stone Keeper. Which
is kind of ironic.
I mean, for the most part, but I would have really liked to see them kind of, if they're going to take him out, they would have done them a different way.
I can kind of understand that, but I think at the same time, the MCU also has like this villain problem of just killing them off as well. And so it's cool to at least see him again, but I definitely get your point there. Just like, really, he's the Stonekeeper now.
Like honestly, like he was the big bad of like even during the 40s war, like during World War II, kind of, besides Hitler. You know what I mean? Right. According to the MCU, and you're just gonna blast them through because he held the Tesseract. Like, that's how you're gonna get rid of your big bad at that point. But I mean, overall, I mean, just besides his character getting done raw and dirty, it was a great movie. I liked it. It was the first technical MCU movie I saw.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, because wasn't a real big, Iron Man didn't grow on me yet. So I was like, when Iron Man 1 came out, I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, and then I watched, when they put the other ones out. All right, cool. So I started with Cap. And I went from there. Then I went back and watched Iron Man, after, the first phase was done, because I wanted to see how that, how he became what they built him up to be going into Avengers. Yes. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But like, for me, it was Captain straight out the jump for me. So it's a little, I guess you'd say it's like a nostalgia pick too, besides it being an amazing movie. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's kind of hard to put between 1 and 2, but I figure everybody was gonna go Avengers number 1. And I was almost right, because I mean, everybody else I talked to over the last week, like when I said, "Oh yeah, well, I bet you Avengers is gonna be number 1. Avengers is gonna be number 1." I mean, that's your most consensus pick.
Yeah. I will say no matter where you would have put it, it wouldn't have made a difference in the overall score.
Oh, on the average?
Yeah.
For what, Avengers?
For Avengers / Captain America.
Yeah, they were sitting high either way.
Clearly.
But yeah, that's how I went.
Yeah, that's definitely very valid. With it being your first MCU experience, that's part of the reason why, like I said, Iron Man's so high for me, and I very vaguely remember seeing Avengers in theaters, and that's probably like the first big epic movie I probably saw in theaters too.
Who? Rebel Scum live stream today. Is it Mike is in you know who? Captain America movies are my favorite. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the new Guardians.
Can't wait.
A new Guardians is gonna be amazing, I hope.
Hey, we got a holiday special this year.
Yes, we do get a holiday special this year.
Oh yeah, him.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. We don't discuss certain people over here, or at least I don't.
All right. Well, to bring us back on track, Kat, why is Captain America your favorite?
Chris Evans. I mean, I don't need to say a whole lot. Like, that man's amazing. No, I loved him in his character overall. And the fact that he can actually wield the hammer, I mean, that's amazing. But I don't know. He's the first Avenger. I mean, he kicks amazing butt. He's a sweetheart. He's brave. He's courageous. Like, all the stuff. It just ticks all of my boxes. Like, I never get annoyed or burnt out on watching him. Like, I could just have him on repeat in the back all day long, and I would be very happy.
Meh, he's just a guy with a frisbee. Voltron's right.
And maybe women like frisbees. I mean,
do you like frisbee?
Frisbee golf?
Yeah, frisbee golf. Is that your favorite sport?
I play. It's not my favorite sport, but I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, I bet you certainly do better than I am, or I would.
It's fun to play it in the wintertime. I like playing it in the wintertime more than the summertime. But I digress. But no, I don't know. It's just I love all of Marvel. I think they've done an amazing job with it, and I wish DC was kind of like them with theirs. I think they're very inconsistent, but I think they're great stories. But I don't know. That one just has always just sit with differently with me. I will always love Cap. Like he's just I don't know. I can't specifically put my finger on it, but I love him.
Right. Yeah. This movie definitely feels has a very good feel, I guess you could say, that's different than the others, especially with being back in the old times, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So it's pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
Pauline, exactly, right? Exactly. It just...
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Talk about that line in Endgame. Holy crap.
Right? I bawled my eyes out during Endgame multiple times. But one of my other things that I absolutely love in him is because he's kind of a very innocent character, and I love that about him. And I say this a lot, is in Avengers 2 when he's like, language. I'm like, oh, I do that. Like, I think that's really cute. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Right,
we're talking about Marvel movies. Yeah, it's those people again.
Yeah, these are those people.
He just said, oh. He just said, oh.
What?
Yes, we haven't talked about that one because we haven't talked about the Thanos movies, which is
You know what?
annoying.
Let's hear what he think or what's his favorite of these movies.
He doesn't care for Thor.
Okay.
He's like, I don't want to watch Thor. He doesn't care about Thor.
All right.
He hasn't really watched. He's watched that Hulk one time, and I don't remember what he said because it's been a long time since he's seen that. But Rafi, what's your favorite Iron Man movie? 1, 2, or 3? All of them equal? Okay, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character out of all of them? Is it Iron Man and Hulk still, or did you change it? You don't know now?
I don't think I have a favorite.
Just all of them? Okay, so now he's changed it to all of them are his favorite. That's
cute.
okay. We love them all too. Tell him what? What Thanos thing? Which, Wanda or Captain Marvel? He wants me to tell you. Oh, do you like that she almost killed him? Do you think she should have?
It's strange.
It's strange.
But what?
He wants me to tell you he was very impressed with Wanda, with how she almost killed Thanos. He was like, "What?" So
With how strong she is. Yeah. Out of all the characters in the MCU, she is like, technically the strongest character, and that's really going to show a multiverse of madness.
Yes.
And I'm very excited for that.
Yes. Yeah, but he wanted me to share that with you guys. Oh, thank you. You mean when the ship started firing? I mean, I would have preferred if she would have killed it versus, Iron Man dying, but.
I think he had to.
Oh man, talk about.
He had to sacrifice himself. Yeah. Listen, I literally shoved my head into my hoodie and I was ugly bawling my eyes out. I could not stop crying. Every time I watch Endgame and that part happens, I bawl my eyes out. It's very emotional for me.
I saw Endgame in theaters 7 times. I cried, I think, every one of those times.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I cried the last time.
What?
But to be fair, it was my 7th viewing.
Okay, what? Oh. Okay, so he just changed his. He goes, Mom, I think I've decided who my favorite is. He goes, it's Captain America because he holds Thor's hammer.
Frisbee guy.
Right, exactly. Come on, I can't be the one. My movie theater, the sheets were literally shaking when the hammer flew to him. I think that was one of the greatest moments.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Okay, but I digress. All right, I'm gonna have to cut out early because I got to get my kid to bed.
All right.
So,
we will.
I had fun.
Inform you on the overall rankings that we will be unveiling in a moment.
Bye, Kat. Okay. We'll see you. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
We shall see you later.
All right, bye, guys. Night. You too. Bye, Pauline.
Oh. All right. Are we ready to unveil the final rankings?
Yes.
Have you been working on them while we've been chatting?
Yeah. I have been.
So smart, you.
Because I have all the other times. But, other than the first time wherever I figured out how to do it, or what we were doing with it, or how I was going to do it. But yes, I have. And what I could also say is... But yes, I do have the numbers.
Have you been posting these or no?
The numbers?
Like when I send you the photo of after I download the image.
I'll post this tomorrow.
Slacker.
In all fairness, I was busy tweeting at the charity thing. So if I would have done the last one we did, it would have been Tuesday. I'll go back. You have the photos of all the other ones we did, right?
Yeah, I think I do. I have to go and look.
Okay, because I could go randomly post those out too. But like I said, I was busy the weekend, and before that was completely my bad. I completely apologize about not doing it then. But over the weekend, I was busy, and I was busy with having almost all my tweets focused on that.
Busy being harassed by a Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Claymation. But that's funny as hell, though. But yeah, I know you were. I was there. I was there.
Hillary Clinton sounds surprisingly a lot like an English dude. I don't know if you do that.
No, I thought he was Irish because he sounded Irish.
He might have a little more of Irish origins. I'm not fully sure. Not sure.
Either way, it's funny because he kept on calling him Gavin.
Yeah.
And he about pissed himself when I called you Dingus.
Yeah. It was great. Great times. All right. Anyway, are you ready for the overall? Did you save this picture already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to redo it. Or reset it. I'm freaking exhausted, man.
I feel you, bro.
It's been freaking since Saturday night. It's been such busy and such long, early morning, long days, late nights because of funeral preparations, planning, the actual service visitation, then the actual funeral. It's just like I'm glad it's all done and over with. Now I can. Tonight I'll be able to get some really good rest because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning too, so it won't be tomorrow. So I guess it'll be Friday. I'll actually get a little bit of sleep. Or tomorrow night I'll actually be able to go to bed early because I had to do work around the house today. We had our ducts and our heating and cooling vents and pipes cleaned today. So that was a rather interesting. It was my aunt. It's been rough, that and getting over my situation as well. That's why I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Starting to feel a little bit better. I'm still feeling a little bit behind, but I'm getting there. All right, so what do we got for these rankings?
All right.
Rankings.
You all are not going to be surprised at all about what's last place since you absolutely bombed it.
Hulk.
But we spoke the truth.
I preached the correct truth.
Apparently not.
But you all do not take kindly to the preachings of the Madib. I feel like I'm completely mispronouncing that.
I preached the gospel of the Dingai.
Patrick, you don't want to refer to whatever I say Madib. What was it, Madib? How the fuck do you say it?
How do you say what?
Madib? Madib?
What's Madib? Mudkip?
The
Mudkip, Dave? What's he?
It's a reference to Dune.
No, I haven't rewatched it in a while, so I don't remember.
But they called the whole thing. You remember whenever the family first went to the planet, Paul was
Talking about the weird creature that flies the spaceship. that you don't see in the movie?
No. I'll talk about, whenever the family landed onto the planet.
Yeah.
There's a whole crowd cheering for Paul. And in that moment,
but they see him as the prophet.
Right. But they called him in the books, and I'm pretty sure it's mentioned in the movie. He's known as like that role is known as the Madib.
So like their version of the prophet.
Yeah. So that's what it's known as. So he's always been called a lot.
They call him Madib in the books.
Right, yeah, like I said, like that was like the name that they used for that role, like the destined one to come back and I guess like rule them. Part of the
way, them coming to the planet is a really cool sequence.
Yeah, it is part of the sisterhood cultivating.
And then I watched a video online explaining how they got to that system. And I didn't know it was in the original Dune movie, how they transport across space. That is some weird ass shit.
What is it? Because I don't remember.
The creature thing that transports them across space to get to that planet.
I'm pretty sure that was not in the book. If it is, I have no recollection of it.
Okay, if it wasn't, it's in the original Dune movie. And I saw a video on YouTube. It's disturbing.
Yeah, because I don't remember the book actually doing anything on space travel. Like, it's been a bit of time before he left Caladan.
When he's on next to the sea, like looking at the ocean while the ship comes
up.
Right.
It's been a bit more time on Caladan.
Which, by the way, that's such like a cool like planet I could totally see in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Caladan just has that sort of Star Wars, like not ocean world, but like, land next to the ocean sort of vibe. It kind of reminded me of that planet they went to in Mandalorian where he meets Bo-Katan. Kind of that sort of same vibe. World where they meet the fishermen and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's the same sort of vibe.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
A little bit of Alderaan mixed in there too. If you've seen Alderaan in episode 3.
Gotta think too. First, that planet was a thing before Star Wars was a thing.
And George Lucas, a lot of people don't know this. He got spice from the Dune books.
Yeah,
spice came from Dune. He brought it over to Star Wars.
Right, but spice plays a much bigger role in Dune. You kind of got a little bit of a hint of, did you?
He changed it a little bit though, because in Dune they kind of mill it out of the desert itself.
Yeah.
Whereas
but wait, you don't actually know about the importance of spice with Paul, though, do you? You don't know the effect of spice has on people, specifically Paul. I don't think you've seen that, have you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, we
so much you'll see.
We got early hints at what he's going to do with it.
There is so much in part 2 that I'm excited to see how they're going to tackle, because I'm trying my best to avoid specific plot points. But I'm very excited to see what they're doing with it.
I'm so excited for part 2, and that might be one I might have to come down. I might have to come down to Lexington to watch that one with you.
I'm excited for it, even though it's still 2 years away or a year and a half away or something crazy like that. I'm excited for it.
I would be willing to drive to Lexington to watch that one with you in theaters.
That'd be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
I got a feeling that movie is going to be longer than the first movie.
You guys are going to core it up, ain't you?
It has to be.
We are going to 100% core it up. We're going to tape Kilo's eyes open and make him watch Riverdale.
Kilo ain't going to be there.
No. We're going to leave the movie, come to your house, and tape your eyes open.
Just keep in mind, Kilo doesn't like sci-fi unless it has sticks. Even then, the sticks is more of a fantasy, too.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't be able to get to me because you'd have to surpass my army I have waiting for you here.
What do you have, orcs?
No, I have the army of the four-legged beasts.
So,
oh no!
I mean, I guess they kind of look like orcs.
They are guard puppies.
I'm dying. I am dying for that one.
Did you just say you're gonna die because of that one?
All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna get something to drink. I will be right back.
Probably.
Stay tuned, guys. I will be right back.
I cannot deny nor confirm your fate on that one.
Yeah. That is sweet, guys. A couple ladies met this weekend at Disney World in California. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's cool whenever those online meetups happen. I know me and Patrick were talking about trying to hopefully meet up next year. Hopefully that could happen. The Ding Vengers.
The Ding Vengers.
Yeah. I guess we'll wait on him until we do them.
Well, we were supposed to make an East Coast swing this past summer. It was all planned out to go. We were supposed to go through PA, through New York, and then head down the coast. But that never happened. Because it is all planned out. We had the days all arranged and everything.
That sucks.
We just decided we were going to do something else instead.
What'd you do instead, if anything?
Well, we had a pool installed, and we did a bunch of stuff around here that we always said that we didn't have time to do or to go see. So since we weren't East Coast tripping, we decided to do some more local things for a change.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah, that probably is. Yeah, for sure. There's definitely more things around here I should probably get involved in. But I know I am planning a big trip for myself this summer. Yeah, look more into that.
I'm excited because we're actually having our Star Wars celebration back here in town. Because you know, they're like, yeah, well, we're gonna do it because you know the whole magically COVID is disappearing.
Right. Definitely.
So you know, even if it was all mask related, we would just all go and cosplay with masks or helmets anyway. So you know, we're good. I'm just glad we're doing it. And
yeah, Comic-Con is later this month, and they're still making masks required, which you know what makes sense because you're having a lot of people in this big space.
Yeah. And like we discussed it because you know wife works in the hospital, whatever, and all the mask mandates have been lifted by the state. And when we're on our way home today, we made a few stops, and people kind of like looked at us because we still had our masks on. But until she says it's okay to not wear a mask, I'm still gonna wear a mask because she's the one that knows. She's the one that deals with COVID. You know, that's her. What she deals with at the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the percentage of...
And with her being at work,
is dropping.
A chance of spreading it to the public, so it makes sense for her to keep wearing it, too.
You know, like the percentage of the positivity rating is dropping, but it doesn't mean it's gone.
I will say that regardless of even if it does go down in the public, just because she works at a hospital alone, she should definitely keep wearing it.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna keep wearing it when I'm out and about too, because
how
do I know if that cashier because they're all about we're not gonna wear the masks no more. How do I know they don't have it? You know what I mean? They're not wearing a mask because they want to be like everybody else. You know, like screw the mask thing. I'm not contracting it from you because you don't want to. You know.
That's how it is at my work now. It's like 75% of us have just gotten maskless this week.
Like the numbers aren't skyrocketing, you know, but they're still not dissipating at a quick enough rate, and they're still going up. but they're not going up as much. So that's why I don't understand if they're still going up. Why are we unmasking? You know, like I could see if it was on a huge decline, okay, go ahead. But when it's not dropping, why are we, that's what I don't understand. So I'm like, screw it, I'm still wearing mine. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to keep wearing mine because I don't care if you want to be someone that don't wear a mask and you contract the variant or the COVID itself, so be it. You contract it. I'm not going to. I've already had it. I don't want to catch the variant. The variant is not a fun thing to deal with either.
Yeah.
I count my blessings every day I survived it initially when I had the original COVID. I'm blessed. I'm not taking the second chance. I will seclude myself and not even really deal. Plus, I mean, I can make financial means by doing other things besides being around people who might have or may not have it. I start my contract tomorrow.
Oh.
Or actually, my contract's already active. I'm just electing to start it tomorrow because I needed a couple days after the funeral to get my head back on to be able to go on and do my thing. Which I'm going to be taking some of these images, and I will be rediscussing some of these rankings that we've done on a different platform. And I will be interjecting and introducing the way of the dingai elsewhere. I'm going to spread it everywhere. And my water just attacked me. So that's what I mean. And this app pays good. It's not that hard to do.
You're gonna have to hook me up with it so I can come.
And it doesn't. Hey, and it doesn't crash. It's very simple. And a lot of the issues that I had elsewhere on the other app have already been banned from this one, so I don't have to worry about them.
All right.
Because they've already come over and trying to mess with some of the other people that are over there, and they've already had their accounts and anything else. Now that with their Google accounts and whatnot, they can't come back. So it's easy peasy for me. A lot of cool people.
Cool. You're going to have to show me what it is. Come support.
It's simple.
I'm sure. I just don't know what it is at all that you're moving to. You've mentioned it. I don't. Maybe a name, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped the name. I won't drop it this week. I want to get in there for a week before I put it on here. It depends. Mm-hmm. But they wanted me to come on there today or tonight. I'm like, no, I got this to do. I said I can't do it Wednesday nights. I'm not putting YouTube on the back burner again.
Yeah.
I did that last year when I said that I was going to try not to do it. And I tried, and it still happened. But this year, I'm not going to put it to the back burner. So we stay here. We have fun. So anyways, where are we at? We didn't get very far.
Number 5 is Thor.
Love and Thunder?
Trailer coming soon.
Better than Hulk.
When is the trailer coming for that?
Have they not done the trailer? Right? Have they not cut the trailer yet? Or no?
It's not. I mean, the movie's not coming until July, but with that being said, not going to be long till we get one.
We should be getting the first teaser here in the next 2 months, probably.
For sure.
Easter weekend, probably.
We'll get that official trailer in May.
So the teaser will come like around Easter weekend.
Yeah, probably. Unless they just decide to wait for that official trailer. Depends on what they want to do.
Or are they going to be weak and drop it during that stupid basketball tournament championship game?
I just seem to be
They do like dropping stuff on ESPN.
Yeah, they like doing them on like the Super Bowl and then or like the NCAA or something like that where they got a ton of people watching, But they didn't drop a Super Bowl one really this year. Not that I know of. I could be wrong. Maybe I am. I don't know. But anyways, you did Thor at 5, or mathematically equated Thor at number 5.
4 is Iron Man. Oh. 2, Iron Man 2.
Oh, 2. You only said Iron Man, so.
Oh, I said 2 weird. But next is Iron Man. Because someone tanked the numbers there.
Who did that?
I don't know.
You know that means number 2 is
Captain America.
Captain America.
Carpenter Man.
He's only number 2 because somebody tanked that one.
No one tanked it. We rank it fairly. Me and Patricia preach the truth.
So how's it number 2 when it was split between?
Because of well, for a factor, whenever you did the evens, you ranked Iron Man at 5, which hurt it. And Cap put Iron Man at 3.
Well, we're talking about Captain. Why are they like virtually tied with Avengers or no?
Iron Man
You
got
think Cap
12
put it at number
points.
1, but Spencer and I put it at number 3.
Right.
Oh, you put Captain at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I did. Okay.
That started up at number 2. Whereas
So
Avengers was in our 1 and 2 spots.
So you tanked Captain America.
No.
But yes, we did.
Preach the truth. I would explain that more of why I say that, because it is a Dune reference with how I've been saying Madib a lot. And that comes into play into the 3rd book. It's actually a really cool aspect of the 3rd book I liked a lot. But I don't know if we'll ever see that on screen. But yes, that is the overall ranking. Pauline says maybe the trailer will come out when Doctor Strange is released. I definitely think it'll be released by then. But April does seem like a good timing for it. For sure.
Well, isn't Doctor Strange coming in April, or is it?
It's the beginning of May.
All right, okay.
So I could easily see it being like a week or 2 before, and they'd play it in front of Doctor Strange. For sure.
Why is it blocking it down though?
Row. Somebody's having PC issues.
No, because I went to quick download and it said for some reason it had a.
Okay. Weird. Anyway.
Maybe it thought it was getting
Something else.
Downloaded more than once.
But yes. Good night, Pauline. It was nice having you in the chat and chatting around. We will see you next week.
See you next week. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Remember,
Come back next week. Who knows what the hell we're talking about next week?
If you sneak to see us on Saturday, we'll be on Saturday. Although I know you say you're usually busy, but we will be on anyways. If you do get a chance, we'll be here.
That's a good question, actually.
Then by Saturday, I can give a somewhat semi review of what I think about the new app by then. There'll be a couple days in, and I should have an idea what's shaking on that.
Shaking. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a surprise. Ronnie wasn't here. He was here, then he wasn't. Me and Ronnie had a conversation earlier in the week.
I suppose that's probably not something you want to speak about on stream, though.
Well, I was just saying we had a
conversation. Right, okay. I just meant any details about it.
No, I'm not going to get into details. I explained some things to him. I mean, I can't say that because it's nothing, bad that I'm saying to or about him. We just had a conversation. I had to explain a few things.
Right.
That I guess didn't come across. Miscommunication, I'll say, because I think some of it might have been miscommunication.
Perhaps.
But yeah, so I mean, I just wanted there has been conversation because there wasn't for a while. There was absolutely no communication between me and him at all.
Right.
But just because I know people have been asking about him. Pauline asked about him. Like we said, we didn't know he was here. He left. Other people have been asking, what happened, or but I mean, I won't talk about what happened, but or how come, yeah, we haven't talked. Pretty much, that's pretty much how it's been. Is we haven't had a conversation. So I mean, there's no bad blood or nothing. We just, we're sitting and we're just communicating, trying to get on the same page. You know what I mean? Because we're not clicking on the same page. So I mean, and we need that.
Definitely. Communication is always important.
So, but yeah, with everything going on, the conversation was put, off a little bit too. We didn't get in too deep because I didn't want to get I didn't want personal stuff getting in the way or causing opinions and whatnot. Let's get this out of here. So, but yeah, it's been a slow chat. We've had Pauline in here, and that's been pretty shake and bake tonight. Pauline mentioned somebody else is on a different stream. Did not digging deep in on that one. Just let it sit for now. But yeah, what else? Anything else going on? You've seen the movie? We had, we'll get into that. I'll see if I can put some stuff together and try to see it. I don't know. So what else is going on with you guys?
Not much. I'm planning on my Batman rewatch.
Batman.
Trying to figure out what I want to do for next week.
We do need to figure out a topic for next week.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to figure it out.
I think anything that includes rewatches need to try to be planned at least a couple weeks in advance so we can have time to rewatch stuff.
Yeah.
And not jam it all together.
Well, like we started jamming phase 1, which was ridiculous, and then by the untimely stroke of God, we got an extra week out of it, and then it was the Lord of the Rings, which gave us even more time, to go back and rewatch a second time.
So do we want to go ahead and establish what our next big movie ranking is? Like, just know like what's next, but not when, so we could go ahead and start on it and gradually go through it.
Well, do we want to just knock Marvel out? Or
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Do we want to keep on doing Marvel, or do we want to take a break and do something else? Well, I'm good with doing Marvel because I do want to try to get through most of Marvel, if not all of it, before Multiverse of Madness, and that'd be a good way to motivate me. And we have time until May.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be, with everything going on, it would have to be a 2-week thing.
Yeah, so we could say that's either 2-3 weeks from now for phase 2.
Well, it depends also how many are in it too.
It's just 6.
If it's just 6, I don't remember how many are in each. Probably 6.
It is,
right?
Phase 3 is the biggest. I don't remember how much is in phase 3, and then phase 4 is ongoing.
Phase 3 is a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
but phase 2 still only has 6 movies. You have Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
That was a good one. I know.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians. No, what is Ant-Man?
Shut up. Age of Ultron, then Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And then 3 is loaded with like Civil War and all the rest of them, right?
Yeah, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, Black Panther, Captain Marvel. Is Ant-Man and the Wasp? I think Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, that's a 3 because it was the same.
Yeah, that's after Infinity War. Oh, I think Far From Home. That Far From Home is the concluding one. Like, wait, how many movies is in Phase 3? Because let me see. With how many there is, Phase 3. That would be a huge episode.
Well, then we would do like Phase 3.1, Phase 3.2, like Part 1, Part 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
But how would you split that though?
I see 11 projects. I'd say it'd be better just do it as one big one.
And then just give it 3 weeks to watch?
3-4 weeks, yeah.
Because I know my schedule will be busy come, April and May. May's going to be a busy month, we're still going to run our shows, but I may not have a lot of sit down and movie watch. I'll even do it on my other platform, as I can sit and watch the movie and do a live watch, but I can't show it, of course,
Yeah.
And then I can just do it that way, because then it would be a double, it'll be, that way.
I think it'd be very fun to do virtual watch parties there.
I can sit there and watch, and or we can watch at the same time, and then if you jumped into my broadcast or whatever, we can talk back and forth,
Sure. I'd be willing to try that out.
All right. Because I see somebody else does it with Harry Potter over there. They watch the Harry Potter movies while they're streaming, and they talk about Harry Potter, and and then they're like, "Oh, what house would you be?" I am the House of the Sith. That's not Harry Potter. You're right. It is the mightiest house of all.
Oh shoot, I don't have it over here.
Or I can be, or I turned around because I still carry the wolf name. I was like, I am from the house of Stark, of the wolves, of the dire wolves.
That is something I'll
Wrong
probably get
franchise. I'm naming off houses I would be involved in because I don't know Harry Potter.
I'm a part of the stupidest house, of where it's Ravenclaw. It's called Ravenclaw.
That's my man.
But the mascot isn't even a raven.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, all right, pick a house. Well, like, what house would I fit into?
Slytherin.
Okay.
I definitely think Slytherin. What do you think?
He gets along well with animals, so he could be Slytherin or Hufflepuff.
That's definitely my second pick, but I see more Slytherin.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of a Hufflepuff.
I will say
he's
though,
definitely
you got some get up and go in you, so I think you'd be more Slytherin for sure.
Here, let me look up description of people that's placed in Slytherin, and I think you'd fit right along. What do you think so?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Slytherin traits. Here we go.
I'm putting the faith
Traits that get you placed in Slytherin are ambition, resourcefulness, determination, and cleverness. In association with villainous characters and elitism, have given Slytherin the reputation of being an evil house. Hogwarts houses, however, no longer signify just a fictional construct in the Blood series. Versus Ravenclaw, that me and Gavin are in. Ravenclaw values intelligence, learning, wisdom, and wit. The house mascot is an eagle, even though it's called Ravenclaw. Stupidest shit ever. And the house colors are blue and bronze. And yours is green and black? Oh, green and gray.
the
green
house.
and silver.
So what's the house mascot for the Slytherin then?
A snake.
A snake. Kind of should have figured that one out, but you never know. Because guess what? You're Ravenclaw and you're freaking eagle. So that's why I was like, well, what would mine be? Because, I mean, Christ, it's Slytherin, which should be a snake. It could have been a fucking bunny. Who knows? It's Harry Potter. You know, who knows?
Cat came in. Are you guys talking about Harry Potter? I left at a good time, LOL.
Well, I don't know. I don't like Harry Potter, but I still don't think any of them traded their Legos for glitter. But I'm not sticking up for Harry Potter either. I tell them I'm from the house of the Sith. The Slither Sith.
But yeah, it'd definitely be cool to check, do those watch parties, though.
That. You
It's
know,
okay.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of that, I have to report that I never got any of those mean text messages from Kat after last week's show.
Oh, I know Spencer did.
I think I got something.
I think she might have sent me one just to mess with me.
Yeah, I know I got, like, one thing. I didn't bring it up because I didn't want more, because I know she would have did more. In other words, Kilo, shut up.
I'm grounded, but since I'm grounded, I think Spencer should share in some of that punishment. And I think
No. I'm innocent. I am definitely innocent here.
you're in this. Yeah.
I'm innocent.
Tonight has been sponsored by Dry Roasted Kilos.
Again.
Tonight has been sponsored by the superior franchise,
DC.
The Batman.
the Batman. Only in theaters.
Only in theaters.
Not until tomorrow.
Not HBO Max.
Right. HBO Max in 45 days.
Tonight's stream brought to you by
Core 1.2.
These nuts.
Brought to you by
I'm
these
Batman.
nuts, because Patrick always has my nuts.
These nuts.
I did get a cool figure though. What's funny is I literally showed everyone.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, before I show it on another stream, I did finally fucking get something. Where the fuck did he go? And I'm fucking excited.
Oh, excited!
Are you opening the big box?
No, was that? Oh yeah, that's right. I said I was gonna give you. No, but this is more important than that fucking box.
Are you sure?
Show us your long toy.
Oh,
What
no.
could possibly be more exciting than Christina's toys?
Finally,
Nice.
That's more exciting than Christina's toys.
That's pretty exciting.
I don't know about that.
Spencer, have you got yours yet?
I thought he had his already.
Did you get your Misa before us?
No.
I thought you had yours before us. I don't know.
I don't have one.
We'll have to get him hooked up.
No, I thought you had it already.
I definitely ordered one.
Because didn't you order the same time I did?
No.
No.
My plan, I had a plan, and that plan didn't exactly go as I intended it to, and so I never got around to buying it.
The dingus didn't get the dingus?
It is on my radar though. I think I just broke him.
You don't have this.
I don't
And
have.
you call yourself a dingus.
I guess I really did pull a dingus, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I was looking to see if I had it up here, and I don't think I do have it up here.
I did get something else though.
What else did you get?
I got me a very sexy figure.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the one that you
I just
showed me
got
today?
today. I literally showed everyone but Kilo.
Everybody but Gila.
Everyone but Kilo.
It's a pretty cool figure. I like it. Was that one of the McFarlane ones?
I take it we got the same thing, didn't we?
I don't know, but I love it. Cat knows how to get me. She really does.
I just sent you a picture. Everyone's else already seen it. You don't need to share it. But
So yeah, I have to locate my little friend. He's around here somewhere.
Your wee friend. All right.
My dingus. My dingus.
I need to find my dingus.
I have to locate my dingus. Oh, here it is. I forgot. I put it in this little box.
Guys.
You know what? I think I'll just go.
Kind of. Wow,
You know,
my browser froze on me. I see him. I can't get to do it. My freaking browser's frozen. My browser's frozen. What the fuck?
Your Bowser's frozen.
Your
Yeah,
Bowser?
Might want to untime.
Typically he's all fiery.
My Bowser's on ice.
You put your Bowser on ice.
One iced Bowser, please.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like something you get at like Universal Studios Japan at that new Mario Bros. Area. One iced Bowser, please.
Oh, I still want to go there.
Miyamoto-san, iced Bowser, please.
So who wants to travel to Japan with me?
That'd be a fun trip. I just wouldn't be able to speak the language.
They're very English friendly. Almost everything.
I go over there and go, "Tomarigato."
They're very friendly, or English friendly. It's almost all, like I said.
I know very basic Japanese. Very basic.
All right, Kat says she's in.
She's in what?
Looks like I gotta get my passport, guys.
I'll need to get a new one.
Oh, Gojira! I just want Spencer to take me to that store that has all the really cool like video game stuff.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool ones.
Pretty cool stuff. The one thing I really wanted to go do was go to that Sega arcade, the one that just shut down. So I'm a little bit bummed about that now.
Yeah, I know I went. I think I passed by that arcade a few times, but I never went in.
It's hard to tell because there's a lot of those. There were several Sega ones in Tokyo.
Yeah, I went. I know I passed by one of them because I was only in a small portion of Tokyo. But whenever if I ever to go back a second time, I wouldn't be doing a guided tour, so I could like freely go around wherever I wanted to.
If I'm going over there, I'm coming home with a pachinko machine. It's gonna happen.
Pachinko machine.
I got like hooked watching pachinko videos on YouTube. It's like the simplest game, but also like one of the most like skill-based games. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's like something you can put in your arcade. There are already some over here in the U.S. I probably wouldn't end up shipping one home. Plus, some of them are expensive as hell. It's like buying a pinball machine almost. Some of them. I'll tell you what, though, the pinball market's ridiculous. Any of y'all got 10 grand to spend on a pinball machine? I don't.
Nope, I don't either.
It's because of it's like right around the time of the pandemic when the arcades were making a resurgence. All of the guys who were in the pinball market started having their values go back up again. So now they're selling pinball machines. They were somewhere between 5 and 8 grand. And then when the pandemic kicked in, it bumped it up to 10 plus. I'll tell you though, Arcade 1-Up's got a pretty cool entry level one. It's what is it, the company that does Pinball FX that did Star Wars Pinball? They put that software into a virtual pinball table now through Arcade 1-Up. They partnered up and did they have a Marvel one, they have a Star Wars one, and I think they're working on, I don't even remember, they're working on another one. Kilo, why is there 2 of you?
Hold on, there's something. Because the other browser froze. So
you had 2 browsers.
No, the other one, StreamYard, on the browser I was using, did the not responding and it froze.
It's weird because you were still going.
So I had to turn. Well, no, because StreamYard was still running the camera. My browser on there was
weird.
So I had to kill that one, and it was still going. And then when I came back in, it wanted to say there's 2, so I had to eliminate the other one.
Strange.
So I don't know what. There's something with StreamYard has been acting kind of.
Oh, there you go. You remember what I was telling you about earlier, Kilo, with Spencer with his little Joker head?
Yeah,
the head is kind of like with the body. Uh-oh. Is Kat losing her mind?
Yeah.
Hercules.
I need to rewatch that movie. It's been years.
It's such a good movie. I really wish they would do like a really good sequel because they could do it. I think that's one of the few franchises. While I had a good ending, I think they could do some cool stuff with that franchise for Disney. I think the only reason they went away from it is they don't do hand-drawn animation really anymore.
Live action with Chris Pratt, make it happen.
It's a lot of 3D modeling animation now at Disney. They still storyboard, hand-drawn stuff, storyboard side of it, but like the actual like animation's all mostly computer-based.
If I remember, I'm trying to remember what was the final Disney movie that was hand drawn. I want to say Brother Bear.
Didn't they do a sequel to Brother Bear?
Yeah, but I don't remember if it was fully hand drawn or not.
I think it was.
It might have been. So the sequel might have been the final hand drawn.
Let's look it up though.
It's been so like it's so weird because everything I came up on was all hand drawn.
It's like all the good.
Oh,
80s,
here's a big one we're forgetting. Duh! I remember seeing this movie in theaters.
Which one?
What?
Princess and the Frog.
That was hand drawn?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yep. Thinking back on it, it really was.
I remember seeing that one in
honestly
theaters.
don't even think I've still seen that one.
I've only seen it once. Pretty good, solid movie. I will say though, out of like the more modern Disney stuff, I think the '90s had like the best Disney era content.
Lion King and Aladdin. That's all you need.
Lion King, Aladdin,
Beauty and the Beast.
freaking Beauty and the Beast. Yeah.
You had what
Was Little
it?
Mermaid
Little
right at the beginning of
Mermaid?
that? Was that '80s?
No, that was 90s.
That was early
Oh, man.
'90s.
It sounds like we need some Disney rankings. I'm gonna have to rewatch through these.
And then before they made the official Disney Pixar crossover, eventually, you know, even on the Pixar side of things, you had like all the Toy Story stuff, all the Bugs Life stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
Bugs
but
Life
see,
is underrated.
once Toy Story started coming into it, that's when it started coming in with like the CGI.
The CGI was starting to come in, yeah, more.
Yeah.
Not all the
Scene. What?
stuff was bad, but it was still very early development. Not the best. Like going back, it's definitely aged. You look at like Toy Story 2, Chicken Little. That stuff's pretty dated, 3D wise.
Oh, I've heard Chicken Little is like very, very outdated. If you ever,
It's
go back
very
and watch
outdated
that.
tech. The story's okay. If you just care about the story, it's all right. Beauty and the Beast is great. Now, Kat, what is your thought on the Beauty and the Beast live action movie? Because I thought, well, I still like the animated better. I think they did a pretty good job on the live action.
That's how I feel about the Aladdin, but I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast.
I need to watch the Aladdin one.
I like
You
the
and I are
Aladdin.
like opposites here. I need to
The
watch
big
it.
problem with Aladdin is the villain sucked.
I was gonna say Jafar. I heard is not good.
Jafar is not good, but everything else was good. Will Smith had his own unique charm. So if you go in just expecting that's a new take on the genie, I think you'd appreciate
I
it.
remember when they were making so much fun of the genie when they first showed him in the trailer. Everybody's
remember
like,
that
"Yo,
too.
look, it's Blue Will Smith."
Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed Aladdin. I remember being very pleasantly surprised seeing that on the big screen in the local theater.
Beauty
That
and the
rarely
Beast
goes
was awesome on the big screen. I think I saw it twice in theaters.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I went to go see it 2 times in theaters.
I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of, like, I think the only movies I've ever gone back multiple times for is, like, superhero or Star Wars. I don't think I've ever gone back for anything else.
Star
Wait,
Wars
no, I lied.
is the
I've
one I
seen Dune
always go
twice,
back
but-
for. Always go back for more Star Wars, always. Because those are those movies that don't stay in theaters forever. I mean, they're there a while, but watch them in theaters while you can, because they may never come back to screens again.
Force Awakens came back to my local theater like a year and a half ago.
I would love if they like brought the trilogies back to theater every couple of years, so you could at least go see like the trilogies in theaters again. Like say over the summer, like they could do like a summer thing, like where May would be the prequels, June would be like original trilogy.
Kat is like on something else tonight. Are you okay?
So many things wrong with that crap version. I have not and will not watch that.
How do you know if it's crap version if you haven't watched it?
They changed on her thing. How do you mess up the dress? They did change the dress. You're right. They did tweak that a little bit. I
have to agree. I wasn't a fan of the live action.
They did nail the casting though. The casting's the one thing they did do right. I think I'm trying to remember, was it Luke Evans? Was that the guy that did Gaston? He was phenomenal. I forget the guy who did Beast.
He was really good. And then Emma Watson, while being a fan casting that everybody wanted to come in, she knocked it out of the park.
Emma Watson is pretty good.
She was shockingly good in that movie. I thought she was going to do pretty darn good. She exceeded my expectations. They messed up the... How would you know if you haven't watched it? How would you know?
It's valid. I haven't watched it, so I can't comment. But it sounds like we need to be doing something Disney themed.
I will say that was the crappiest Belle in history. No, it's the only other Belle in history. Unless you go to the parks and you see the people dressed up as Belle. Oh,
it sounds like
it sounds like Marvel's opening up the Disney multiverse. According to Kat. Yo, I'm ready to see Iron Man Stitch. I have eyeballs. He's horrible. Did you see what he looked like at the end of the movie, though? Like when he transforms back into a human? I don't know if that got spoiled for you. He looks just like the animated dude. Pretty much.
Did they find like a really good lookalike, or was it complete CG?
No, it's a real live action guy. Are you talking about the Beast? The actual Beast part?
No, the Beast when he turned back into a guy, because he said about how
he transforms back into an actual like live action person. Yeah,
like not CGI, but
not CGI at all.
Somebody that looks like exactly like him is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Ewan McGregor's in that movie too. That's another dope part.
I think the only thing I've seen in McGregor and that's not Star Wars is Dr. Sleep.
It's funny watching Ewan McGregor do a French accent in that movie. He does a pretty solid French accent.
Who did he play?
Oh, he played Lumiere, and then Ian McKellen played Cogsworth. They got Gandalf to play Cogsworth.
You mean Ravenclaws?
Yes, they got Ravenclaws to play Cogsworth. You get the Beast wrong. What's the freaking... But you haven't explained to me how he's wrong yet. You say he's wrong, but
you know what? I think we just need a whole debate episode on...
I think we need to take Kat's eyes open and make her watch Beauty and the Beast. And then you guys can take my eyes open and I'll watch Aladdin.
No. Here's the thing, though. You don't like have a hate passion for that like Kat does. You need to find something
This is true. Haven't seen
not
it.
Like.
Would have to see if he does. Yeah. So like, you remember how he looks at the end of the animated movie? They get him almost like spot on, like the clothing, the hair, yeah. Now, in terms of, if you're saying like the actual Beast design, yeah, they changed him a little bit. So he's not like the one. He doesn't have the big teeth and everything. They did some stuff with his mouth to make him look a little more of like I don't know. He's a little bit different. Yeah, I keep hearing good things about Aladdin, except Spencer keeps saying the villain part was the only thing that was kind of messed up. Other than that, though, I hear it's good stuff. What's the next live action they're doing? I'm trying to remember.
Little Mermaid?
They just did Mulan.
I want to say I know they're pretty far into Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid was the next one?
Maybe. I feel like
I think I had heard something about they're going off the original Little Mermaid story, not the Disney one per se.
I have no idea what they're doing.
They're doing like this weird hybrid, kind of like, you know how they did Mulan?
Mm-hmm.
How it wasn't really like the Disney Mulan. It was kind of like Disney Mulan mixed with like the original Mulan story.
Problem is that didn't go over too well.
Yeah, it did. And that was before you even get started on the fact they filmed it in the same region where they had the Uyghur concentration.
That did not blow up. The internet's dumb.
That was not a very good look for Disney.
It didn't, to the select few of people that looked into it. Sadly, that's something that didn't blow up as much as it should.
Yeah, it should have blown up
complaining about stupid shit.
It's pretty screwed up. But my guess is what happened is
they had already picked that area way in advance, just because that's how Hollywood
I
works.
want to say part of the reason is COVID. I guess partially, like, probably did too, because around the release of the movie is in the middle of COVID, and the movie flopped hard.
Change to Bell was she sang the same musical numbers. How could she have botched it?
I mean, Emma Watson, like, come on, it's Emma Watson.
She did everything that Belle did. Oh my gosh. She just had a. Are you mad she has a British accent in the movie? I know that was a pet peeve for some people of the live action movie. They're like, you filmed a French movie in France. Well, actually, it was mostly sets, but you set the story in France, and almost everybody in the cast has an English accent. Cinderella was the first one that came out live action, and I still have yet to see that live action.
Have
any of you seen the Cinderella live action one?
Sounds like I just need to get into watch more.
I'm trying to
rewatch the Batman.
I don't think it was called Cinderella. It was, what did they call it? Cat probably knows this. I don't think it was Cinderella. I don't think they called it Cinderella. It was titled something differently.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I hear you singing that Batman music.
Dun, 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 dun. Have you listened to the new score?
The Michael G. Kino?
Yeah.
Just that song from the trailer.
Do they play that in the trailer?
Yeah, they did at the end of the trailer. Well, when he's walking towards the penguin.
Because I just remember them playing what's that one? The Nirvana song in the trailer.
Somebody said it was like they took like 3 different like styles of movies, mashed them together, and the guy writing the script just happened to be listening to Nirvana while he was writing it.
That was one of the small
everybody's like,
a small
listen to Nirvana, and you're like, let's put that Nirvana song in there.
I love Nirvana, does some great stuff, but where it was played in the movie was a little annoying.
Smells because like spirit.
It was one of those things where you had song lyrics clashing with dialogue, and I was like, that's one of the very few problems I have.
My big problem in movies is that the music to dialogue blend. If you got music going on in a scene, bring that music down, bring the dialogue up, because I can't tell you how many times in movies where like one of the volumes is too low. And then sure, if you're about to switch into like an action sequence where Batman's going to start kicking ass, bring the volume of the music back up as he's about to start kicking ass.
Yeah, sound management is just bad. But what I'm saying is like there's they use that song as a really well transition at one point. And it just kind of cut out some dialogue. Like, the dialogue wasn't necessarily super important because it was like a city official talking using the transition, but like you could tell as words clashing on the words, and then it was also doing it again at the end.
It's that fine balance, man.
It's annoying. No, but like actual, like, like actual songs. Or like, like the lyrics going on against it. It's not your normal just soundtrack being loud.
Yeah. I feel like even a couple spots in Star Wars could have had the dialogue.
For sure. Yeah, no, whenever you see and whenever you go back and watch older movies, like I think absolutely every older movie has this problem. Where the music is too loud in comparison to a lot of the dialogue.
Some movies it makes sense. Other movies you're like, come on, like why is it overpowered?
It's just really annoying whenever you're watching it
like they're trying
in a home setting.
Bad audio. Like
because
static or something.
Like it's one of the few criticisms I'd have of Star Wars, to be honest, is just the originals is like you have them just talking, normal, like you're talking normal like this. And then da, 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 da. So
and then in a couple other spots, it's the exact opposite problem. Where if you go back and you listen to the soundtrack of Star Wars, there's certain tracks, you're like, this is amazing. And then you go to rewatch it in the movie, and you're like, why would you take John Williams' music and drop the volume lower? Why? It's like,
especially in like scenes where there's not even like a lot of dialogue or the characters are already yelling anyways. Like, bring that John Williams score up like a couple decibels, please, because I'll tell you what, some of those scenes you go back and you watch in Star Wars, and the volume of like that amazing John Williams music is just quiet, and you're like,
that doesn't
why?
bother me as much because, like I said, the storytelling is more important with the story.
Yeah,
I just more have a problem whenever it's the other way around. Because you could easily, like I said, like there's reasons why soundtracks are released on their own, so you could, admire them as they are.
Which reminds me, I don't know if you guys heard, they just re-released extended cuts of, I want to say it was Solo and Rogue One.
I know Rogue One. I don't know about Solo.
I know Rogue One had it. Unreleased soundtracks, Michael Giacchino and the team just released them on iTunes, and I think you can buy the actual album. Unreleased Rogue One music. Never heard until recently. So I'm interested. I wonder if it's on YouTube. I wonder if they've uploaded those to YouTube. I'm sure somebody has. Let's see if they've already been copyrighted. Who knows? I want to look into it, though, because some of that music I do want to hear, whether, it didn't make the movie or not. It would be kind of cool to hear a couple of those little snippets.
Dun, 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 dun.
The snippets.
It's always cool to hear, like, music that didn't make the final cut. Like, one or two pieces of music that are, like, just... Maybe it's just it didn't fit in the editing room, or they cut so much of the movie they just didn't have enough time to add that one or two songs in.
Well, it doesn't exist because it was cut, right, Spencer?
Exactly.
It was cut. Like this knife, it cuts.
Flocking, Spencer.
All right, it's getting late.
Yeah, I need to hop off.
Call it tonight, I think.
We're gonna call it.
What are you gonna call it?
It's been fun, guys, talking Marvel. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
talking Marvel.
Talking Marvel when we talk nothing but DC, not
Superior.
This was more laid back than last week. I kind of like this. We weren't trying to rip each other's heads off this week.
For the most part.
Why were we trying to rip each other's heads off last week?
It was something last week.
No. I fired it up a little bit. I personally, no one got my level. I was trying to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk, guys, you're completely wrong.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch him in Abomination, just duking it out.
It's a fun fight, man. It really is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I can tell you. I've not recently watched it.
That's all I have to say about that.
All right, my
Anyway,
dude.
I'm gonna leave on the note.
Bye,
Go watch
Kilo.
the
Thanks
better
for hosting
Batman.
us.
See you guys later.
Saturday. Come back.
It's
Come see us on Saturday.
been the fun. Oh wait, I'll do the box Saturday.
I'm not confident about Saturday, but I will see you sometime.
Yeah, we didn't get to my box because everybody got into full discussions about everything else. But
That's fine. Right. That's fine. But yeah, I'm not confident that I'll be present Saturday. But plans are still being made. But I shall see you.
Well, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, just we'll figure out next week.
Yes,
I'd like to get figured out before long. So if I do want to do anything, with it. But yes, I shall see you later.
Alrighty, sounds good.
And I will leave you with I'm vengeance.
You're whatever. You and your whatever. Yeah, I agree with Kat. Beauty and the Beast live action sucked. But okay. We're going to get out of here. See if I can get a little bit of sleep. See you guys soon. Later.
You will find that it is you who are mistaken. about a great many things.